That's why you got all these feminists running around here talking about umbrella. You got all these faggots running around here talking about umbrella. Because he sat there and set that up. He says, no, go ahead, Joe. Give me that. Give me Isaiah 8.
Isaiah chapter 8, verse 9. Associate yourselves, all you people, and you shall be broken in pieces. And give ear, all ye of foreign countries. Gird yourselves, and you shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, and you shall be broken in pieces.
Well, you should be broken in pieces, man. Right now, these people are living in shame. They ain't even walking around with their head tucked down. Why? Because they know all the things that's coming from their nationality, coming from their area. Who shot up the church over there? White folks. Everybody knew that was white folks before they even got there. It was like, oh, this dude went live. He went live to shoot up a church. That's how brolic these people are. And you're sitting there trusting them. You out of their mind. They're psychopaths. They either want to kill you with the food, with their drugs, with all their smoking, everything. Everything they brought into this world has no gratification whatsoever. They haven't made one thing on this earth that helps the world in any way, shape, or form. But they want to sit here and be praised. They want to sit here and be honored. They want to sit here and demand respect. How can you respect somebody that wants to kill themselves? They allow raping children. They allow turning boys into girls. They allow these things, pharmaceuticals. They allow that stuff. It's okay to them until a brother does it. A brother got a gun. Oh, we got problems. We got problems on it. A white man got a gun. Oh, it ain't no problem. Everything's okay. Right? We're fine with this. There's nothing wrong with the world.
He knows a problem.
He knows a problem. Hey, you're not terrorists. But that's what they want you to think, man. They're afraid to talk about those things. My brothers is not scared to talk about those things. We need to leave that stuff alone. Give me Zechariah 14 and 2. Give me Jeremiah 15. A lot of people want to be like that, man. We gotta leave this stuff alone. Keep going.
Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city.
So be cut off from the city, man. But these people don't want to leave. They don't want to leave the white man's world right now. That's the problem. They want to live like this. And that's why they're going to die with them. Because they're sitting there eating the same foods. They're sitting there drinking the same water, thinking that it's safe. And Donald Trump is playing his own people. That's the sad part about it. He's taking his own people right now. He's casting away and saying, nah, just throw them under the bus. He's throwing whistles and saying they're going to kill other people. He's causing these wars and they're being okay with it until it bites back. He's not examining the blowback on this type of work. And that's what these people are having trouble with. They can't see the blowback that comes back with the actions that they choose to do in this time period. They're not understanding these things. They think it's okay that there's no repercussions that telling your boy to be a girl or your girl to be a boy. There's something wrong with that. Turning our sisters into our sisters are supposed to be having respect. They're supposed to be queens. But they don't want to do that. They want to turn our sisters into sex objects. And that's exactly the problem with this world. We gotta love our sisters, love her, have some decent respect, but they don't want to do that. It's confusion. Give me Romans 1:27. You got something?
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Raise up the spirit of what?
The spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Go ahead.
The Medes.
The Medes. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple.
That's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing brothers and sisters waking up on the border and some that aren't. All those are waking up right now. Those are the kings waking up. They're waking up to all this stuff. They're getting tired of it. While our sisters and our brothers want to still live in this nastiness. They want to stay and be that way.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Did what?
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Go ahead.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Okay, so who served the creature more than the creator? The so-called white man. But he's got you sitting there praising his Jesus. That's why you got your feminists running around everywhere, man. Sodomites all over the place. Keep going to the next verse.
For this cause, God gave them over unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Even the women did what?
Change the natural use into that which is
women
against
have changed the
nature.
natural use of their ways. Yo, you got women running around thinking they're men, trying to take care of boys and girls. How can your girl raise a man? It'll never happen. A girl ain't supposed to be raising no boy and tell him how to be a man. Then you wonder why you got effeminate men everywhere.
Oh, nice.
It's ridiculous, bro. Let's sit here and be sitting there telling me and watching on YouTube, watching feminine females taking L's trying to teach their boy how to be a man. Ain't a man no more than them. It's a sad world.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
They should what?
Surely be put to death.
Go ahead.
Their blood shall be upon them.
The blood should be upon them, man. The Most High doesn't like this effeminate stuff. He doesn't like, if he wanted to make an asexual world, he would have made man by himself. Or he'd have made a woman from the very jump. But no, he said, I took a rib from a man and made a woman for you. Why? To reproduce. Not for your own personal lust, not for your own personal cares. And that's the way we're living in. People lurched onto their lusts right now. Controlled by their lusts right now. Sitting there getting off and ain't having no kids. And the white man's laughing about it. He knows it. He knows if you brothers and sisters ain't having no kids, that means we having a better shot to come back because we ain't having no kids. We got low birth rates going crazy. That's why they shook about trying to genetically destroy us off the planet. Because they know they already falling behind. It's ridiculous.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife.
You're supposed to cleave, man. We're supposed to have a generation, whereas when you reach your so-called puberty, 18, 20 years old, that you're supposed to sit here and say, all right, my son, go marry this woman. Or my daughter, go get this man. And love and hate and have him. But our women aren't taught that anymore. Our women don't even know their own fathers anymore. They don't even know how to take care of a man anymore. But that's what they wanted. They wanted to separate the black family. That's why women are loose on the streets right now. That's why our men are running around the streets right now. Our people come to Atlanta to sit here and trip off on our women. I'm sitting there acting this way, man. Teaching them to be hoes, people to be faggots, sitting there teaching this stuff to them. No respect. They don't even teach you how to sit here and be a man or a woman, how to take care of the family. The white man's over here destroying your family. And you don't want to see that. Men with men, women with women. Confusion. This is the land of confusion. That's all they do is confuse you with all this stuff. Now all of a sudden everybody on Sabbath day. I love the Most High, but I'm sitting there eating my swine out of Hard Rock. But nobody wants to understand that. Everybody gets that. Give me 12, 13. Give me 2 Corinthians 12. Start at verse 6.
2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 6. But though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool. I will say the truth. But now,
what?
I will say the truth.
I will say the truth, man. That's what this is all supposed to be about. This is how you worship the Most High. You say the truth. Not being somebody who doesn't see who they are right in the mirror. I'm not gay. Yes, you are. I'm not effeminate. Yes, you are. You already know it.
Keep going. But now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be, or that he heareth of me.
If they hear me. But a lot of people walking by, they don't hear me. I can yell off the top of my lungs. They will not understand. Why? Because it's not my cause. It's the Most High Father that's doing that to them. Why? Because you're not repenting. You need to repent your own sins. But our people don't want to repent their own sins, which is why we got so much confusion going on. Why we just got people walking around here lost on drugs, lost on the water, lost on the things they sitting there trying to follow the white man. For what? He's following you. He learn everything off of you. Our dance, our music, our study, everything. Bring out, finish that off. Give me verse 7 on that one.
Verse 7. Unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh.
A what?
A thorn in the flesh.
Go ahead.
The messenger of Satan to buffet me. Lest I should be exalted above measure.
So he but Satan. He put a white man on earth to keep you in check. To make sure you're on your P's and Q's. But if you're not, you start acting like them. You start doing the same things you do. You start dressing like them. Everything. He said, stay away from it. This was all a test. This was all a haze to sit here and put us mixed in with these nutcases. That's what we're dealing with. These people are out of their mind, man. They walk around with feminism. They say there are boys being women or women being girls. They don't know the confusion that's going on. Give me Judges 2:3. And give me Numbers 33:55. Our people gotta come out of them, man. Our people gotta come away from them. Because that's all the Most High is asking for right now. Is that the more and more people start walking away from these people and getting away from them, the more I can start destroying them. I can leave them alone, but our people don't want to be left alone. They want to be like Moab. Moab. They know Moab. I don't even gotta say it. They know Moab. They know their name. They say they ain't know their biblical name, but our people confused. Look at this stuff, man. Wearing that glasses, they're trying to please a white man. They know when you're like, he's trying to please, don't please you. He's throwing your kids in cages. He over here molesting your kids in cages.
Judges chapter 2, verse 3.
Bring it up.
Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you.
You will not do what?
I will not drive them out from before you.
Go ahead.
But they shall be as thorns in your sides. And their God shall be as a snare unto you.
It should be a snare unto you, man. This is, I'm not going to no longer draw all these people out. Because you don't want to listen to me. You don't want to keep my commandment. You don't want to keep the Father's commandment. You want to do what these white people do. You want to sit here and do what? What's coming up next? St. Patrick's Day? What is that? Happy St. Patrick's Day. What is that? I don't know. Look, white man don't even know what St. Patrick's Day is. Are you Irish? No. He says, I'm not Irish. I don't do any of that stuff, but they expect us to do it. They got our people doing it. And our people are headstrong on it. Oh, yeah. Happy St. You don't even know what you're celebrating, brother? No. I don't even care. Do you care to know? No.
You should never celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Numbers chapter 33 and 55. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein you dwell.
I told you, if you don't get rid of them, they're going to be thorns in your face, thorns in your eyes, pricks in your eyes. They're going to be a headache onto you. And that's exactly what they are. A stress. The damn devil. They who did it, the damn devil. Every time. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this nonsense, man. Look at this nonsense. What is this? What is this? That's what they get them on. They got our people sitting there trying to heed white people's laws and statutes, but don't want to heed the Most High. And it's literally killing these people off. They're so scared right now. They're like, yo, we can't even have children as fast as these people are. But they don't care. They want to do some weird set of parties and follow them. They lost, confused. And when they sit there missing what they lynch with their organs missing and saying why, because you're sitting there trusting your enemy. They don't even say that these people are lost. Why they blowing and shooting up stores and schools? What else? What else y'all shooting up? Y'all go after everything, man. But they don't have nothing to say. They can't even speak. That's how ignorant they are.
Give them Isaiah 63 and 4.
Samuel, chapter 8, verse 3.
No.
1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 3. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre, and took bribes, and perverted judgment.
They took bribes, man. That's how you get away in this place, man. You sit and you take bribes. People give you a little cash, you willing to keep your mouth shut. That's all it is. You give a little cash, I keep your mouth shut. That's what they teach our people on robberies, man. What was it? School robbery that just happened. Brothers over here at Trump, they sitting there Trump, all these other brothers out there paying, rich folks paying for their kids for degrees. They ain't even gotta go to school. Sister on a yacht over here talking about, oh, I'm doing this, I'm making a video, I'm starting my career. She only 17, never took a class yet. But our brothers and sisters working hard to sit there and get a 4.0, 3.5 grade point average. For what? When they cheating already. This system's already set up against you to sit here and give away a degree to somebody that has a little money in their pocket. You don't want to act like that, oh, I got supposed to give respect to somebody who paid their way to get a PhD or a bachelor's degree. Give me Exodus 23. People need to leave these things alone, man. These people are teaching you all demonic habits that we need to let go. But our people do not want to let go.
Exodus chapter 23 and verse 8. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous.
It provokes the word, man. You ain't supposed to be accepting gifts, especially if somebody's asking for it, because there's usually strings attached. And when you gotta sit there, somebody offers you a gift with not knowing you and just having you just gotta sit there and look at that and say, well, why are you giving me this? What is the purpose of this gift? Because a gift ain't nothing but to sit here and throw you off. That is all it is. That's a tactic that by the white man to sit here and use all day, every day. You want some money? You want a job? Here's some money. Like, you know that right? You know that, Chuck. You see what I'm saying? And our brothers know it. You take that cash, you know, and keep your mouth shut, and it is what it is. Nobody says anything.
Damn, what the hell? They mobbed up over there, man.
Deuteronomy chapter 16 and verse 19. Thou shalt not rest judgment. Thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise, and pervert the words of the righteous.
Provoke the words of the wisdom, man. But these people sit here and you notice they're quick to sit here and offer you a gift. That's the same thing they came here. They came to this country sitting there with their hand out, handing out polio and blankets. To sit here and get you people sick. But our people don't want to listen. Our people want to sit here and do what they want to do. They wonder why there's confusion. Why they're sitting there following people in a red jacket over there looking like this, man. It's confusion over here, man. They don't even know what they're celebrating. What they's over here endorsing. But they sitting there living these ways, man.
Yo, shalom.
Yeah, but shit, shut up there.
Y'all about to what's up,
What's up, Bob?
What's up, Bob?
Ain't nothing.
Book of Job, chapter 15, verse 34.
Bring it up.
For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate. The fire shall be consumed. The tabernacles of bribery.
The tabernacles of what?
The tabernacles of bribery.
So all those people that sitting there selling off their kids for money, selling them good, getting that money, trying to sell off their kids, saying, oh, I need a degree, get my child a degree, but she ain't got to go to school. That's right. They gonna get gold off, man. Keep going.
They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepared deceit.
Man, they barely prepared for deceit, man. That's all they do. All they know. Only thing that's gonna come back is somebody gonna play them back. Somebody gonna hustle off of them. Somebody gonna sit there and play them for their own jokes. And that's exactly what's gonna happen to Edom. Edom would have sold himself like a whore and sitting there selling, their guns, their weapons. Now somebody making better guns. Now somebody making better nuclear weapons. Now somebody making better tactical mix. Now what you gonna do? You gonna cry? You done sold your country out. You hoard yourself off. That's what we came down to. But you're gonna sit there and still try to blame it on brothers, blame it on Muslims, shooting up against synagogues, right? That ain't right, man. You're sitting there playing games like people don't see it. That's why homeboy went live, man. He's trying to say, I might as well show my white face. He's already want to get it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this give me James 1:15. Give me that Job 4:8. Why people don't want to do that, man? It's a sad shame.
James chapter 1, verse 15.
Bring it out.
Therefore lust hath conceived, and bringeth forth sin.
It does what?
Bringeth forth sin.
Go ahead.
And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
It's gonna bring forth death, man. You know that's the death when you're sitting here following these ways, man. You over here hustling somebody and think that you're gonna hustle somebody and get away with it, that they're not gonna come back after you. That's right. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. You sat here stolen entire countries. South Africa, America, South America, Venezuela, and you think that them people are not coming back for you. But that's why they sitting there talking about throw up a wall. Let's build that wall. That wall ain't gonna save you. Your money's not gonna save you. The only thing that's gonna save you if you start acting right in your heart. You start treating people with decency. Because if it doesn't, somebody with decency is gonna dig in your ass. That's what it's gonna come out. Give me you got Job 4:8. Give me Job 4:8.
Job chapter 4, verse 8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
They reap the same. They always reap it. That's what the white man can't seem to understand. These folks can't seem to understand the blowback of their actions, ever. They never understand that. Whoa, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. They go so far and push things to the point where once they and then you stick, you punch them back. Oh, I can't believe you did that. What you mean? You asked for it. You asked for these things, man.
Psalm chapter 7 and verse 14. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and hath conceived mischief, brought forth falsehood. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made.
They made their own ditch, man. All you gotta do is really sit there and watch what these white folks are doing right now. So-called man, he's gonna sit here, you're like, yo, what is he doing? He's digging his own pit. That's what he's doing. Whatever he's doing is gonna blow back on him. Every time, man. He's dropping bombs. He's sitting there trying to change authority, change presidency. He's sitting there, we're gonna turn the lights out in Venezuela and think that this stuff, ain't nobody seeing these things.
Right.
We're seeing these things. That world's seeing these things. Right. Because that some of us want to be asleep. Why? Because you keep leaving the law, statutes, and commandments and following your enemy.
That's right.
But they don't see it that enemy. They see it as they fun right now. These white man never did nothing to me.
That's right.
Yeah, not now.
No, I was.
Not now. Wait. Give it a little bit of time. Let it simmer for a little bit. We still got what? Passover coming. Then Trump already talked about he's gonna murder. He's gonna send some people after people. Come on, man. Next summer's gonna be wild.
That's right.
Next summer is gonna be a wild summer, man. You can already see it. With that shooting starting today, it's gonna be a wild summer.
Yeah, already got 127 miles of wall,
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteous of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
It's gonna fall by his own wickedness, man. All you do is realize that the Most High is just asking you to stay away from them. That's the simple thing of it. Just stay away from them. Because when you start latching on to them, what happens? You start falling into the same things they're doing. You start believing the same things they're teaching. You start believing all that stuff. And all of a sudden you realize you come away from them for one day. You're like, yo, what was wrong? What was going on, man? What is going on here?
Somehow people thinking they Irish because it's St. Patrick's Day. Like you got something to do with them.
They're sitting there wondering why women can't have no kids anymore because they got them wearing jeans.
That's right.
What you got a zipper for? You ain't got no penis. Leave that stuff alone, man. Stop wearing modesty. Put on a dress. Have some cover your hair. But our people don't do that. I really truly believe that what was it in Muslim? They say they were talking about if a girl covers her hair with her jeans. That stops men from wanting to molest her. I truly believe that.
Oh, it's true.
You don't think that. You don't think that way. You don't even look at a female the same way when she covers herself in modesty and she doesn't. You don't. You don't see it that way. But that's how they want our people. They want them dressed half naked.
They want them wearing skin. Spandex pants is everywhere now. Now it's everywhere. Everybody got spandex pants on now, man. That's jeans now. Now it's regular stuff. You ain't covering nothing. Over here seeing your camel toe everywhere. You don't wonder why you wear rapists running around here. Why you got a President Trump talking about grab him by the pussy.
That's right.
You made it that way. Our women are acting and dressing this way.
That's right.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 2. For their heart is study of destruction, and their lips talk of mischief.
They talk of mischief all the time, man. That's all they do is plot destruction and plot mischief by people. And wonder why it says it makes my people more evil because I gotta worry about another evil man. Let's say who's gonna backstab me. I can't trust nobody. That's why it says in the last days, everybody's energy's gonna wax cold, man. But they don't want to do that.
Joshua 23, verse 13. Know for a certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you.
Do what?
Will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps unto you, and scourges in your sides.
Snares and traps, man. Everywhere. Telling you poison food, water, drinks. Who made that? What you drinking? Tea? Whatever you drinking. Are you sure it's clean? Sure. They make you rethink about eating out, man.
Hey, listen, Slocky.
Anything,
Slocky, they got the boiled water effect in Atlanta now.
anything that we can hear, brother, unless we ruin it, brother. There's a lot of us brothers that don't even know how to know tomato much as anything. Don't even know how to cook without electrical gas. Tonight was the only time I was able to go outside. My wife, one of my wives, broke me out. So I'm just thankful that she broke me out. You know what I mean? And I don't do this. I would never. I would never. I would never go here. My last time. If you look at me, brother, I'm natural. I don't do this. I don't do this.
It's trying to do you right now, man. That's what it is right now, man. Everybody's trying to do
your
that.
crystals. I got my neck piece. I stay as close as I possibly can to the world. As close as I possibly can.
What kind of area?
This is kind of and then we have the gemstones, amethyst, citrine, clear quartz, and the energy that comes from the stones going through the concrete.
Everybody waking up and realizing those stones hold energy.
Wasn't those same stones on the breastplate? Wasn't the amethyst one of the stones on the breastplate?
That's right, it is.
The emerald, one of the stones on the breastplate, all of the rest of the stones, and they charged through the conduit, the metal conduit, and they had them on. So they was able to rock with the power of y'all. Oh, I love y'all brothers, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, brother.
Hey, are you a so-called black man?
I'm a melanated man. I'm a
I was asking because speaking of the gem for the tribe of Judah is the emerald. Emerald green.
I told out emerald. One of the places that watch this. I don't know nothing about black. It's the only thing because black and this means property. So I don't do black because I'm not property. The only property I am is that's it, baby. That's it.
That's good.
Man, our brothers and sisters are waking up left and right, man.
That's right.
And that is a beautiful thing to see our brothers and sisters that are truly all waking up and trying to come away from this system, man.
That's right, I'll praise
It really is. It's a beautiful thing to see our brothers waking up. And some of our sisters, I pray that more of our sisters and brothers wake up, man. That's what I'm saying, because this is the kingdom breaking up. And every time you go to these camps, you see our brothers CSI here, you see our brothers over here, all over. Brothers is waking up and blowing things up, man. And I love to see the brothers is waking up and coming away from it, really taking advantage of their heritage. Not being ashamed of wearing your hair the way you want to wear, wearing your beard the way you want to wear, dress the way you want to dress. Stop conforming to these people, man. And that's what the Most High is asking us to do, to stop conforming to these people. And let them, because they've been sitting there conforming to us for centuries. We just didn't realize it. We still selling ourselves out. That's what's going on.
Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 10. Psalms chapter 26 and verse 10. In whose hands is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes.
Keep going.
But as for me, I will walk in my integrity.
You're walking what?
In mine integrity.
Go ahead.
Redeem me and be merciful unto me.
When he don't really know, nigga walked all the way back.
Verse 12. My foot standeth in an even place. In the congregations will I bless the Lord.
So I want to keep my foot on the congregation. So I'm going to stay with the righteous. I already know inside it says, I'm only going to hold on to those that want to stay righteous. If you don't want to stay righteous, you want to be wicked, then you're going to sit here and die with these wicked people. You're going to perish in your own sin. But our parents don't want to say. We got a precept over here. Look it out.
Got a precept right here. The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
Be not conformed to this world.
Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Be what?
By the renewing of your mind.
By the renewing of your mind, man. Keep going.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
That's why you're supposed to be able to prove what's righteous and what's wickedness. But our people don't care what righteous and wicked anymore. They care about getting that money. They care about getting that fame. They care about getting all the white man's riches in this right now. And then wonder why they lost in confusion. When the white man drops you and throws you up under the bus. Because you're sitting there following the wrong man. You're following the wrong leader. You're wrong king. Because he asked you to come away from these wicked people.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
So the wicked will never go unpunished, man. They always know you want to lie, there's repercussions for that. You want to cheat, there's repercussions for that. You want to sit here and kill, there's repercussions for those things, man. You want to sit here and manipulate and steal children from the border and separate their parents and think that, oh, the whole group isn't going to get judged by that. No, these things are going to get judged. What's going on, brother? How you doing? You got a question?
I'm all right. I'm listening.
What's your nationality?
Hold
Have you been drinking? All right. All right. I'm just making sure. What's your nationality again?
He said Omelak. He said Omelak.
Okay.
He said Omek. Omek.
on. My nationality. I'm Christian.
You're Christian. That's religion. That's okay. So how did you get Christianity?
No, he said holy.
How did it come to you?
From when I was a child, from my mother.
Oh, so you were raised in the Christianity.
Right.
Okay. So,
But when I was raised, my mother was Methodist.
okay, give me Numbers 118.
She was Methodist. You know, she got baptized Methodist. You know, coming up.
Okay, let me ask you this. You said there's Baptist, Methodist is like, what, 16 denominations of Christianity, right? Why is that? Why does Christianity have 16 denominations? How can you expect Christianity that has so many denominations to bring peace among the world if they can't find peace in that religion?
That's why I'm holy. You know, I'm not Baptist, I say spiritual, or Methodist. I don't claim none of that. I'm holy.
Okay, so give me Numbers 118.
Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. They declared their pedigrees.
So what?
Their pedigrees.
Okay.
After their families, by the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers. So who's your father? What's your father's nationality? The Lord Jesus Christ.
Your maternal father.
My father.
I know you want to sit in here and watch the fireworks. St. Patrick's Day and all
black
that.
man?
It has nothing to do with y'all because y'all not Irish. You know y'all not Irish though, but they got to do with y'all. What they got to do with y'all? Y'all not Irish. You're not Irish. You're niggas. What does that have to do with you?
Now, which one is Jesus? Is Jesus or is this Jesus? Okay, what Revelations 1:30?
We're gonna show you what Christ looks like.
I got you. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the seven,
Start off. Give me verse 1.
verse 1, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
Okay, now go to
Verse 13, in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Okay.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
So he had woolly hair like us. And they were white. Okay, keep going.
as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Color's brass. There you go. So which one's Jesus? So you know when you go to Christian, they're gonna say teach you that white Jesus, right? That ain't him. That ain't him. Okay. Okay. Keep going.
As if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
He had the voice of Solomon and water, so he was a loud person. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to teach our brothers to sit here and speak up with volume, stay with the church. You know what I'm saying? Have no fear about it. That's why white man sees and hears talking like this. Oh my God, this guy is loud talking. But our brothers understand that. I'm not talking. I'm just basically talking to people. We talk out loud. That's how we are. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what is who you call Jesus asked us to do?
That's to love one another. We love one another. Jesus is the church. We love one another as Jesus loves the church.
Eladah.
Okay, so love thy neighbor. Okay, I can prove that.
Eladah.
So do you believe that?
John 5:43. St. John chapter 5:43.
That's what it's supposed to be.
You know it's more than that. Okay, go ahead.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 15.
Bring it out.
If you love me, keep my commandments.
That's what?
If you love me, keep my commandments.
Keep my what?
Keep my commandments.
So what are we supposed to do? What was the second part? Okay, so what's the commandment? No. Let's go back to actually keep us commandments. What you got? What are the commandments? What's today? Let's start off with today. What's today? When the sun goes down, it's the start of Sabbath. From Friday night going into Saturday night, right? Most I didn't start. They said the sun and the moon is our clock, man.
Can't come out to the sun.
Right? It's our clock, right? We're supposed to be sitting there. The moon's supposed to tell us what time of the month it is. We got the first half, we got the quarter moon, we got 4 moon changes going out for 4 weeks throughout the month. But the white man got us on the Gregorian calendar right now, don't he? So we sit here and we do the first of the month some other time compared to not the time of the month of the sun and the moon, do we? See that? That's why there's confusion going on. People see it like, oh, a new day starts at midnight. Oh, the moon day starts at midnight. The moon ain't halfway through something. No, when the moon and the sun go down, that's the end of the day. That's the start of a new day. You get what I'm saying?
First John, chapter 2, verse 4. He that saith, I know him, and keep not his commandments, is a liar.
It's a what?
Is a liar.
It's a what?
Is a liar.
It's a liar.
And the truth. And the truth is not in him.
The truth is not in it. So I'm not sitting here calling you a liar, but we know anybody that doesn't know the commandments and not keeping them, it shows. So you gotta understand something. The commandments show outwardly. You get what I'm saying?
Hold up. When you talk about the commandments, Jesus died for our sins. We are not.
John 5:43. St. John 5:43.
He got 5. So the laws are done away with.
Oh yeah, we don't live by law. We live by
Oh,
grace.
so if I
Grace and mercy.
knock you out and rob you right now, I'm gonna get away free for that.
You hold that. Eladah, Romans 6:1. Eladah, Romans 6:1.
God's not gonna look at me.
You bring that out.
Oh, we
Ah,
got homosexuality going on.
it is.
You know they know it'll be kind of easy.
Yeah, you already got the star and everything on.
I know what's up, man.
Yeah,
So where the fringes at? Where your fringes at? The fringes, right? Where your fringes at? You see the fringes?
We can get you some, man. We can get you some friends.
The laws are done away with. We're in grace now, You gotta read it, right, bro? You know what I'm saying? They stop right there.
You crazy, man.
Hey, I used to be there, so oh, he left?
He left. He took
He
off.
walked away. The dude took him away. Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them. And what? And do them. So you're supposed to be. That's what these are for, man. That's why you see brothers sitting there everywhere, rocking that blue ribbon, rocking. Oh, so much. Rocking their fringes and their blue ribbon everywhere. Because they're supposed to be representation to say, show the most honor. We're trying to bring those people back in. You know what I'm saying? And it shows evidence of who's honestly trying to keep my commandments. You know what I'm saying? And that fashion is actually starting to take shape in the rest of the world right now. People, other brothers are starting to take shape to that. Oh, word. I know what them fringes mean. Yeah, keep the commandments. You get what I'm saying? So we're centric. That's exactly who we are. We trendsetters. That's who our people are. We make music, we make dance, we make poetry, we make art.
Trendsetters.
Everything.
Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength. O Zion, put on thy beautiful garment.
Put on what?
Thy beautiful garment. O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come to thee uncircumcised.
See, man, some real self-respect about it. What about it? A wedding garment. That was the outfit supposed to be a wedding garment. What we're working up to. We're at the
Yeah, you gotta get your son circumcised.
You're fatherless.
But I got my children.
Who else? I'm fatherless. Who else is fatherless? Fatherless. I'm right with you. Keep going.
Well, back son, majority of I do some research. You know what I'm saying? I turned 33. I was like, I don't want no more sex. You know what I'm saying? I said, stay celibate. I said, I'm gonna get married. So I got arrested. So when I got out, you know what I'm saying? I fucked up, had sex. And after that, you know what I'm saying? I met my match, got married. And
you understand why? You understand? It's probably even more greater that the reason why you're alone. It says it's actually better. Most people don't see it that way, and it's not. I'm gonna confess myself. It really isn't that hard to sit here and walk by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Walk through this world by yourself. But he said it's a greater good because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's them chastity. Of course.
Chastity.
Oh man, my mom a Eastern Star. I got a whole line of family that's nothing but Freemasons, Eastern Stars, Rosicrucians. They get into that. I don't know what the hell they be getting into, man. But concerning your son, when you go into Torah and Exodus, the Most High almost killed Moses because he didn't circumcise his son. So, you know, whenever you get a chance, man, try to get your son circumcised. Or, you know, it might not be on you because I don't know how old your son is, but, you know, just stress to him that he may need to be circumcised when he get older. Because sometimes you just can't force your son.
His name is, my son's name is Isaiah Warrior Messiah Moss. My daughter is named Isis Israela Ruby Moss. That's my last name, Moss. I'm Anthony Moss Jr. Anthony means, you know, a child of God.
It ain't no easy road. I tell you right now, I've been to the military, been shot at, been burned, been fired, all types of stuff, been thrown in jail. It ain't no easy road when you ain't got a family to fall back on. You ain't got brothers, you ain't got cousins. I got a big family, but I ain't meeting. We've been so separated. You know what I'm saying? That's what these people have done. Like, I got family in Ohio, I got family in New York, I got family in Florida, and Georgia, North Carolina, and they all separate into their own worlds. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, yo, I'm just doing what I gotta do to support like that. I don't get knocked at. You get knocked at, but at the same time, it's like, yo, most sides, I've made family. This brother, I've met all these brothers out here learning the word. And I'm like, yo, like, yeah, they really are my brothers. They got the same mindset. You know what I'm saying? They have the same respect for things. Like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to this brother. That's a girl, man. That's a person. That's a priest. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. That's what,
Yeah, me hands.
You got the chest.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastises and scourges every son whom he receives.
You go.
If ye endure chastising, God dealeth with you as with sons. As with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not?
All these white people getting off, killing people and doing what they're doing, and saying, no, they're not getting punished or anything. Oh, we let them off. We let them off. I'm setting them up for the pit. Yeah. The only reason most of our brothers are sitting there still asking is because it's something like, it's like, no, I'm here to chastise you, to change you. I'm correcting you by measure. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's trying to do. But it's a lot harder, obviously. Doing it by yourself, man. I've been doing it by myself, so I understand where you're coming from. It ain't easy to say, but it makes you stronger and more resilient. It makes you a lot more resilient. You don't fall for the open door. You don't fall for the jokes. You don't have people coming in. You have your own self. You have your own thought process. You have to say, no, if I hear it, I respect it, I understand it. I'm gonna rock with you. If I don't believe you and you're lying to me, I can't rock with you. And that's how it's been in there ever since. You go to Atlanta, you go to New York, you go to Jersey, you go to California, it's the same way, man. If you ain't real, I can't mess with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's like, yo, that's the truth, the spirit the Most High is talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers are waking up because of truth and spirit. I'm being real. I've been in my whole life, you know, I've been real your whole life, tell somebody some real stuff, and all of a sudden they get offended. That's my life the whole time, man. You rough stinker, I don't mean no offense, man. Oh, what the fuck is this? I'm looking out for you. I'm trying to help you out. But people ain't saying that. So it's offense. I'm trying to be honest. In this world, they hate you. They hate you for being honest. Hebrews chapter 5, verse 8. Though he were a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered. And being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him. When you start to understand this law, me telling you the information that I'm telling you turns you into a savior. They already know it. They understand the law. Once you understand the law, I can see here and give righteous advice to
to a brother or sister, it's saving your own spirit. It's causing you to say, if you hear me down the block, there may be something going on that you may avoid because you listen to what I'm saying. You're shooting down the street. Don't go down that way. One person may listen and walk side of this way. One person may not. Because if you don't listen, that's right, ain't nobody but your fault. I try to warn you. You know what I'm saying? And the more you understand what's the law, statutes, commandments, you avoid those situations where you don't get snared. It doesn't leave you confounded, confused, and that's what's going on. There's a lot of confusion going on, especially when you got brothers going against us trying to sit there and falsify. Oh, the Sabbath day is on the full moon. Like, come on, man. We've been through these arguments, man.
Hey, get this on camera, man. See, I went to Georgia Park, right? The doctor had put some plugs in my eyes, so they were saying, you know, due to the weather, extreme weather and stuff like that, you know, keep my eyes from burning and all this and all that. So basically, what they did, I was supposed to be talking about this because I didn't get killed for this, but they hacked my brain. That's what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing to everybody. That's what they do in the South. You know what I'm saying? Up north and all that, they don't do this shit, but down here they put people on medication. You know what I'm saying? I've been on medication since 5th grade, 9th grade, taking medication all my life. I don't take this shit no more, man. You know what I'm saying? What they doing to
They've been drugging our kids since from the womb, man. They've been sitting there injecting them, getting vaccinations, all this type of stuff. Brother right here got a precept for you.
When you deal with it, I'll talk about it later.
Chapter 19, verse 7 and 8. The law of the Lord is perfect,
Perfect at what?
converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
Converting the spirit, man. So it's, for you, for one advice, try to put away all the, I'm the military, they try to put drugs on you all the time. Try to either way, get into holistic, get into herbal remedies, get into natural things that you can eat that the body needs to you know, if I need mineral or iron in my system, you can get it from natural ways than sit here trying to get it from 500 milligrams that they prescribe to you on a regular basis. That drives you out of your mind and gives you something else like that, check it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put those things away. Come back to the Lord, sitting here smiling, he's like, yo, listen to me. I'll tell you, man, all the herbs of earth I gave to you to heal you. Everything was already naturally given to you. You just gotta figure it out how to get to it. You know what I'm saying? And our people don't know that no more because we've lost and got away from all our natural resources. We haven't been out there in the wilderness. We haven't been out there learning the herbs and learning the plants and these things right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the messed up thing about it. Because once you, hey, remember the tabernacle, after the tabernacle? Dude, it's another feeling to sit here and be out in the tabernacle and be back in the nature.
That's
you
right.
feel the spirit come back into you. Get back in the nature. You feel it. Literally feel it. And that's the thing that our people need. We need to get away from all this sitting, all this concrete. This is a white man's world.
And the reason why
It's Alcatraz.
because sacred places have been open. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's true. That's why everybody getting the truth. Sacred places have been open. That's why everybody waking up. You know what I'm saying?
The drugs, dude, I'm telling you right now. From the VA system here, even here in Atlanta, the VA system, and most of these people that are head onto the pharmaceutical companies, they don't care about nothing but sitting here passing you that opium to make that dollar, man. They over there making up new ways to come up with sell you opium all day and every day, because they think that the opioid is supposed to cure all the problems, and it doesn't. You need to get with our holistic brothers that are really, we got a couple brothers that are falling deep. After they murdered Dr. Sebai, now we got other brothers waking up to holistic healing, waking up to herbs and remedies, waking up to the gems you saw a brother having to walk over here. He's waking up to these things. So that's the same thing with our brothers. We need to ask and sit and say, look, man, you got to do your research. Find out what my issue I deal with, what minerals, what vitamins I need in my system. Sit here and clear. You know what I'm saying? To help me, my body to naturally fight
Not to sit here and just say, I'm gonna give myself a pill or a magic pill, think that it's gonna go away. You get all buzzed out for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you back to where you was at before.
Go Yasralla.
Shalom. So, I mean, did you have any personal questions? I mean, outside of that, I mean, I know you guys been good things, and everybody's going through that, so I can sit there and respect that, trying to get away from white man's natural pharmaceuticals. Yeah, they got all, my mom stuff on that stuff, man. They got them on. Leave it alone, B. If you could try to get away from it as much as possible. I can't tell you what to do, it's your personal walk. But that's what we out here, all the brothers we out here doing. Trying to convince our brothers to start pushing, stepping in the walk, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and keeping the Most High's word, and trying to heal ourselves naturally, keep ourselves healthy, and ready for war. It's coming. We already know it's coming. These people are going to keep pushing, shooting up synagogues, shooting up churches, shooting up these places. Trump has already made it evident, but today he decided to say, oh, my enemies, I'm going to lash out and send somebody after me. He's already threatening. So, you got to get away from that. Everything right now is to slow us down. That's all it really is, to slow us down.
I'm boxing right now.
How are you with your family?
My wife will be forced taking care of my kids.
How do they feel about you following the law, statutes, and commandments?
I mean, she about that.
So they believe in the Most High too. So they want to follow too. So you might be able to pull your family out. You might be able to be a true savior to your family. The stronger you start stepping with the Most High, the stronger you just start, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to be a leader or a savior unto them. What is that? I got something.
We can tell you I can get fringes. We can tell you I can get some. But that military, man, I don't know if you want to do that. It's up to you, though. You know, brothers, they get a lot of, they learn a lot of things from the military, but even from my grandfather, from Daniel and pre-Samuel, they still got those things from the military that they just can't get over.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
It's not saying that, these people don't have the same spiritual like the Most High, but you can see that our brothers are already naturally saved. I know we got the Most High, man. We're trying to sit here and bring I'm out here, I ain't out here for none of this. I'm out here to speak to brothers. It's just like I'm sitting there trying to say, how am I supposed to find a way to get through this craziness right now? This madness. And I'm telling you right now, this is where I found it at. Through the law, statute, commandments, because that's saying it gave you a clarified understanding of why the world is the way it is. And when you get that understanding of the clarification, why the world is working the way it is,
Bye-bye.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 3. Wherefore have we thou seest not? Wherefore have we afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge? Behold, in the day of your fast, ye find pleasure, and exact all your labors. Fast.
Yeah, I had to leave the house, man, because my mom
first time from the top.
taking medication, stuff like that. She trying to do like a funeral, and I was like, so I just left the house.
When you're walking, as you probably already know, Dylan, when you walk in the world on your own, you should be dealing with something. It's the hardest thing is to tell who to trust, right? Who are you dealing with? And that's the biggest deal. So give me the first John 4.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. Because many false prophets are going out into the world. Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus is Christ is come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that confesses not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist.
Where he's going to say that he's going to test every spirit. Everybody that's going to say it, it's going to be heartfelt. It's going to be truthful coming out. Now I can sit here and say I can speak for H.O.I, but these brothers were with me. But they got their own camp now. And I still love these brothers. They're CSI, I still deal with these brothers. I love these brothers. They still got the same heart. They doing the same thing. They just got on different locations and we still sitting there pushing like, yo, sitting there trying to push our people back. But it's got to be able to test every spirit. You got to pay attention to obvious signs in some of our people's spirits on what you see. You know what I'm saying? This homosexuality agenda is something that's another part of our spirit, of our people's spirit that's trying to push our people out away from it.
Yeah, they set me up on that too, man.
Appreciate talking to girls and stuff, texting and everything. So,
somehow, some way, they set me up, they have a picture. You were saying stuff, basically talking about moving up and everything. They set me up, so like the whole world, it's like the whole world against me.
How you holding up right now? You got a roof over your head?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I was homeless.
Brother right here got that.
What in the hell, Eve? Goddamn Princess Bubblegum walking down the street.
Other definitions of medicine, meaning drug, poison, or spell.
Alright, man. Y'all just for me, man. I ain't gonna keep you up too long.
we are here for you, bro.
I know y'all be everywhere. I see y'all at 5 points.
Yeah, we're gonna be at 5 Points tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Let's take a picture, man. We have Thursday call-ins, man. You can just ask whatever questions while you're studying and trying to learn and get your knowledge up, get your precepts up and everything. Man, we all putting in the good work right now trying to get these precepts
I
up.
don't know if you know a brother named Art.
What's that?
Art. Homeless.
Art.
Wow, but when I was lost,
He ride a bike?
I think a year or two before I met my wife, the guy, he told me, he said, you know this Israel. He kind of brought me back to my childhood. I went to the spiritual Israel church in the morning. He got me back into it when I met my wife. She did the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just take a picture, man. Call in on Thursdays. Young brother right here, he'll be running it, or you know what I'm saying, or our elder priest back will be out there, he'll be talking it up, man. But you'll definitely get, you know what I'm saying, good advice from one of us.
See him. Go out like a lot.
So stay safe, brother, all right?
Yeah, man.
So, man, Shalom, brother. Hey, man, it's a good thing to see our brothers. All praises to the brothers waking up right now, man. You got it, man. Sincere. That was what that was about, man. That brother was sincere about hearing the word, and you can see he was looking for some direction. Looking, you know, that's honestly a good sight to see that the brother's coming up out of the ashes right now, coming out of the dirt right now, waking up. You know what I'm saying? Our people need to come out of these ways, man. They just want to be flossing themselves every old kind of way. And then wonder why it's this way, man. Wonder why our people aren't respected anymore. Because this is ridiculous. You got a question? I'm gonna close myself out, man. That's my time, man. Brother Danny and Nazar. With all being said, all praise to the Father for praising me, man. Kwame Yashara.
Kwame Yashara.
Y'all get started around 3 o'clock tomorrow? Yeah, how about Shimmy Yashar Barakatah? Of course. Say about 3 o'clock tomorrow? I'll be over there. Be over there. Y'all gonna be out there at 3 o'clock, 3:30? What's out with it? What's out with it? All right now.
All right,
Catch y'all,
brother.
man. Kwame Yashara.
Everybody give that brother Daniela a hand, man. Good. We got to be out here to edify people. We can't turn away everybody that come and they broken-hearted. Our job is to heal the weak. That's all Christ did when he came, was to heal. So we can't just be turning away anybody. A lot of brothers be like, oh, you ain't got your preachers. Oh, this brother is head bald. You gotta have mercy, man, because a lot of scripture says, I won't have mercy on those who show no mercy. We're talking, that includes you, but mainly that's Esau, Edom. These devils don't show mercy. In New Zealand, this disgusting, decrepit person, he had no soul. I can't believe, I couldn't even sit through the video. He walked in the mosque, started out with a shotgun, just mowed down people with a shotgun, and it was just disgusting. All you see is Ishmaelites running for their life. Because Esau want to run in and kill some damn Muslims or some sand niggers. These damn Caucasians, some of the most perverse, disgusting people. They love you the next, and they get an AR-15 with an Apex drum mag that got 60 rounds in it, and gun down your whole damn mosque. Gun down your church like Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof sat for a whole sermon before he shot people. You know how much of a damn devil you have to be. These people are praising God, they're singing, they're basically entertaining you. Then you pull out your damn block and they kill 9 people. And I hate you damn idiots, man. You damn devils, man. They be coming at us and talking about, oh well, Martin Luther King's dream. Y'all killed Martin Luther King. So what the hell are you talking about his dream, man? Give me Isaiah 64 and 4. Yeah, Isaiah 43 and 14. Bring that out.
Isaiah chapter 64, verse 4. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O God, beside thee, what he had prepared for him that waited for him.
You see that?
even from the beginning of the world, the other nations don't know who Yahweh is. You're not going to teach these people. No, you're not going to say, oh, I'm going to grab this white person, dip him in the water, and now he knows our Lord. But in Isaiah, it says from the beginning, they didn't know who the hell Yahweh was. You can't teach them. Only if Yahweh decides to show who he is onto the nation, like King Nebuchadnezzar, like King Nebuchadnezzar or King Herod, who actually was mad that Christ was being brought up to being persecuted. He wanted to see Christ do miracles. You can't show these devils who Yahweh is. Keep going.
Verse 5. Thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness, those that remember thee in thy ways. Behold, thou art wrong, for we have sinned, and those in continuance, and we shall be saved.
You see that even though we sin, and those that are continuing to sin, like that brother that we want, man, I wanted to get at that, man. Talking about Christ died and the laws was done away with, man. You know, his cousin or whoever his family member was, you know, pulled him away just in time, man.
Is that a woman?
I don't even know.
I can't tell.
But he has a chance to repent. But a lot of our people, they turn brothers away like that, or don't even show them. But when that white man comes up, oh yeah, I know y'all Israelites. This white man come up, I know y'all Israelites. You know, I'm not Esau, I'm Jacob. I know you're Israelites. Y'all love the hell out of that damn devil. Y'all take that devil in. Y'all go eat with the devil. But your brother that got a different ideology or ideals than you, you don't even want to break bread or try to conversate. When a damn white man come up to you, oh, we're all the same. You want to trim your damn ways. The damn devil, man. Them and Ruth didn't have a conversation with them with the pastor that he gunned down to death. He didn't care about him. And guess what white people did? They took him to Burger King. After he done murdered people, they took him to Burger King. Your life means nothing to these people. We gonna come out here day in, day out, tell you that the white man's the damn devil. He don't care about you. He can't get saved because he is a spiritual murderer. There's no repentance for white people. And when they come up here and we cut them up with the Bible, they get upset and say we evil and we racist. And guess what? I don't give a damn.
Show you on. Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
They gonna know we prophets. Man, when Jake come up here, that's why Creflo Dollar starting to get interviewed by brothers talking about the Hebrew Israelite community. They stiff-necked and rebellious, but they can't say, damn, he right, man. That has to be a prophet. Nobody know. I've been studying the Bible for 13 years. I went to seminar school. I went to Christian college just to be a pastor. This man cut me up with the Bible. He asked to be a prophet. But the Lord said, look, I'm sending you to a rebellious nation. They're hard-headed. They're not going to get it. Purposely. They know you're telling the truth, but they just don't want to do what they're supposed to do. So therefore, they're going to get judged. But that's our job. That's our duty, man. That's our duty. Get Ezekiel 3 18. What I wanted from you.
Isaiah 43 and 14.
43 and 10.
Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 10. Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen.
You see that? We're his witnesses. Yahweh said that. He chose us to be his servant. No one else. No devil's gonna walk on the street and do this. You don't see white people coming out with the word saying that black people are the chosen people of God because they don't know this book. Why you think when you try to hand a Bible in a Christian, like you try to put the Bible in a Christian hand, it's like you threw down water on a witch. It's like you threw garlic on a vampire. They don't know how to read this book. You throw a Bible at a modern Christian, they like, what's this? What the hell is this? Because they don't know nothing about the Lord. Just like Isaiah told you, man. From the beginning of the earth, man, the only person that knew was Adam and then Eve. And after that, Noah. And then after that, his son through Shem. No one else. The only other heathens that may have got it was in the Old Testament, King Nebuchadnezzar, because Daniel was a prophet. Even our people who don't get it really, but because prophets like Daniel or brothers like us come out and give them that understanding.
That ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me, there was no God formed, neither shall there be after me.
You see that? Before the Lord, there's no other God formed. It was no Allah. Actually, Allah is Yahweh, but it's a misconception because they took the Torah and just made it their own. And instead of calling him Yahweh, they call him Allah. Because when you go into Amos or Obadiah, it tells you the Most High name is therefore among the heathen. You got a question?
I got a question. Why is his name important? Why is the name I don't even know how to say it for real. Yahayashua or Yeshua. Like I used to have a 1611 Bible and I never knew how to pronounce his name. But I knew it wasn't Jesus. But I'm asking you guys because I'm not really sure. And a lot of people say, oh, that doesn't matter, the description doesn't matter. Why does it matter that his name is not Jesus?
It matters because when you go into Acts, it says that there is no name under heaven that we should be saved. I think you know what that is? I think that's Acts.
Right? Is that why his name, is that why the name Jesus, Jesus itself, the name Jesus, what does that mean?
The name.
If I pray to Jesus, is that an idol? Is that an idol? I'm honestly asking this, bro. Like,
Jesus just
if I pray to Jesus, is that an idol?
Well, now listen to the word Jesus, right? It's G and then Zeus. And who was the god of? Who was Zeus the god of? Greeks. So Zeus just means son of Zeus. So that's how the Greeks interpreted his name. But his actual name for us is Yahweh or Yah or Yahawashah.
That's the Father, right?
Yeah, the Father is Yahweh.
Okay, so Jesus or his son, the Lamb. And he said, no man come to the Father but through me. So that means like
you gotta know his
Savior,
name.
like you can't come to the Father but through the Savior. So the Savior has a part to play in this.
Yeah, he's the
I'm
mediator.
trying to figure out, okay, the Savior has a big giant part to play in this. Why is it his name means so much?
I'm gonna ask you this. If you don't know who your mediator is, because Christ is the mediator to God, you gotta basically what you're doing is speaking to Christ, and Christ is going to God and then telling God what you said, and God is going back and telling Christ to tell you what he said. You're not talking to God. So Christ is just a mediator going back and forth. So if you don't even know who your mediator is, how can you even try to even get close to understanding how you're going to communicate with the Lord? Right? Yep. Bring that out.
Acts chapter 4 and verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, but there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
See, there's no other name in heaven that will be saved. When you go in Acts, again in another scripture it says that they'll call on his name and he shall save them. So we got to know his name, and it's very important. That's like me walking. That's like me calling somebody by a different name and expecting them to acknowledge to get acknowledgement from. Like if you.
called me something else,
You like, who the hell is that?
how you talking to? That's
Like you wouldn't even give them a time of day. If I call instead of calling you Antoine, I called you if I called you let me think of a name.
like anything.
If I called you Gary,
I would keep walking. If it wasn't my name, I would.
yeah, you like he looking for Gary. He not looking for Antoine. If he was looking for me, he would have said Antoine. So if I'm saying Jesus saved me, Jesus, he like, I don't know who the hell Jesus is. My name is H.O.I. Right?
But okay, so Jesus knows who you're talking to, right? Like that's what everybody says. He knows who you're talking to. He knows who you're talking to. It's like, where is that coming scripture? Like, if he knows who you're talking to, he knows the heart. Does it really matter what his name is?
Is you talking about this guy right here?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Okay, so the scriptures describe that guy right there.
Right.
I'm not gonna deny that. Like, I've been to 1,000 churches in my life, and they try to teach me something else.
Damn.
And I'll be honest, I've been trying to dive into the church, but I always end up getting ejected because at the end of the day, I really can't get down what you're saying because it's sick to my soul.
They not teaching you the truth.
But when I read the Bible and I see like, oh, okay.
Isaiah 28:1.
Give me
This is a
Hebrews.
description. This is a
Hebrews
fucking
9 and
Has
15.
anybody
I'm sorry,
taught you how to read the Bible?
This is a description, huh?
Do you know how to read the
I
Bible?
do not know how to read the Bible. I just read
Okay,
the Bible.
Isaiah 28.
I read it. I just
Yeah, get on
read the
Isaiah
Bible.
28.
Like, it has words in it.
Well, I'm gonna
that's
teach you a
English,
trick
I
real
read it,
quick.
man. That's it.
Isaiah 28 and 10 real quick, and I don't want to interrupt
I didn't
him.
know there
Yeah.
was a specific way to read it.
He's about to tell you how to read the Bible.
See the
Isaiah.
Bible. Yeah, bring it up.
Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 10. So like I'm gonna start at 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Now, what is a precept?
I really, honestly, don't
Okay,
know.
it's a topic or a subject. So when you have problems or you have an issue with something, you search it through the word according to the problem. If somebody lies to you, thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not he'll talk. Yeah, it's a topic.
I always wondered that. When you say precept, what is a precept?
Precept, that, I understand that. A lot of brothers sit here and come in, don't know the English language, but a precept is basically just a topic or subject. He's teaching me though, my bad.
So a precept is just like sometimes it may be a law or a prophecy in the Bible. So it goes straight there. Or see, you got what I want. So precept for one precept, line upon line.
Yeah, I just brought it up. You want me to read it again?
You didn't go here.
Yeah, I did, but here a little and there a little. So like Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
So a lot of Christians, they'll be like this. Oh, well, you got to read the whole chapter. No, that's not real understanding. If I read the whole chapter, and the chapter goes into a whole different avenue, like halfway, because that's what chapters do. One chapter is about repentance, and then one chapter is about repentance, and then one chapter is about like the prophecies to come, the kingdom to come. So I can't just read the whole thing and get the understanding, because I'm gonna have the understanding. One half is about repentance, and the other is about the kingdom to come. So what you would do is, okay, I'm gonna go to this half is about repentance, or this scripture is about repentance, right? And I'm gonna just go over here in another scripture, and that's in another book that says the same thing, and I'll line it up. I'll give you examples. Give me Galatians 3:16. You give me Romans 9. I'll show you an example of the mix-up. Read this out.
Galatians chapter 3, verse 16. Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
Now, you're saying Galatians 3:16, a whole different book, right? Abraham, his seed, the promises were made, right? Keep going.
He saith not, into seeds as of many.
Now he said, only Abraham's seed, but not of many seeds. That means not of all people, only Abraham's seed. Keep going.
But as of one,
As one, right? Keep going.
into thy seed, which is Christ.
And his seed, which is Christ, right? Romans 9.
Go ahead.
I have a question. Did Abraham give birth to Jacob?
Yeah, no. Abraham is the father of Isaac, and Isaac gave birth to Jacob. But this is going to let you
it
know.
was the other way. Okay, I just had this conversation with somebody last night, and we had it backwards. Okay, so Abraham gave birth to Isaac. Isaac gave birth to Jacob. Jacob gave birth to Israel.
Come, 12 tribes of Israel.
Well, Jacob is Israel. His name got changed to
Oh,
Israel.
his name got changed to Israel.
And he had 12 sons.
Oh,
which
okay.
is 12 tribes of children.
So I got a question. If I fell in love with a girl since I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. Since I'm a dark-skinned person, not Negro, but dark-skinned, would it be okay if I fell in love with a girl that was Mexican?
Yeah, she an Israelite.
But he don't know you're Israelite yet, so we gotta show him.
We'll break that down. Now hold up.
I'm sorry, bro.
Listen, man.
Hey,
We'll give
hey, brother. Fair warning, though. Fair warning. The Most High tells us, like, look, man, the woman has been our downfall for a long time. So believe that headache comes with it. So hold on.
keep going.
God says a man that finds a woman he finds a good thing, though, right?
Now, is she a proverb?
No, but yeah.
Is she a proverb?
She's a God-fearing woman.
We gonna see. Keep going.
But yeah, go with you and say.
So this is talking about Abraham and his seed, and how only through his seed is the promise. Right? Keep going.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
See, it's saying the same thing. That's what a precept is. So they're talking, it's the same topic, but two different books. So that's precept, line upon line. Here in Galatians and here in Romans, saying the same thing. So it's here a little, there a little, right? Keep going.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God.
Now it's saying the same thing. Those that are children of flesh, not the children of God. Not of many seeds, but of one, right? Keep going.
But the children of the promise
What? The children of the promise that one, keep going,
are counted for the seed.
are counted for the seed. Keep going.
For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son.
See? Sarah shall have a son. Keep going.
And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac,
Our father Isaac, right? Keep going.
for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God, according to election, might stand. Not
So he's just saying that we're the elect.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing in Galatians 3:16, same thing Romans 9 and 8 all the way down to 11. So to deal with that, that's
Romans 9 and 7 through 11.
Romans is one of my favorite books, and I never really come. That's my favorite book.
Yo, okay, I'd be down.
That's my favorite book because it has that verse in there that says, I do the things I do not want to do, and I do the, like, you know, I'm not a Bible scholar, I'm sorry. It just says something that I really, like, it really hit me when I read it.
I do the things
I do
that
the things I don't want to do.
I do the
And the
things
things I
which
wanna do, I don't
ought
do.
not to do, but I don't do the things which I ought to do.
Yeah.
So basically, we're of our flesh, man. Sometimes we get
Is that
weak
what that means?
and we do things that we don't want to do. We trying to be holy, we end up messing up and falling short. But our spirit will want to do righteous things and not slip up. You know how Jacob be like, you know, I want to be right to this woman, man. I don't want to mess her over, but damn, man, I can't stop messing with these other honeys.
There's never been a verse in the Bible, I swear, bro, there's never been a verse in the Bible that literally touched me more than that verse right there. I do the things I don't want to do, and the things I want to do, I don't do. Like, what is that? And it says it right there. It's almost like that book it's like that book just knows who you are. Like, it's weird. Like, the book like, bro, like, that book was written thousands of years ago. I'm living in 2019, and that book is talking about
Hey man, look, it's
problems that I'm dealing with.
It's nothing new under the sun, just like Ecclesiastes told you. What's that? 3 and 7?
Like that's what draws me to it, and I keep drawing to it. I draw to you when I see y'all guys out here. I draw to the churches. I find myself in churches, and I can't understand why, but I just know that I'm drawn to it. Like it's because of that right there. Like,
yeah, you're trying to get understanding of this book, man, and you're not gonna get it from a regular pastor from the church. You ain't gonna get it from Freflo Dollar.
$67 million jet. Jesus said I need a $67 million jet.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be ignorant. But these people,
they're about money.
I'm sorry.
And that's what
you can't see that. You're an idiot.
You can't see that.
You can't. I'm not even religious, bro. I'm not even into this stuff. I'm not even really. You can't see that. You're an idiot. You're an idiot, bro. You're honestly an idiot.
Bring that up.
I'm sorry.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God required that which is past.
Same thing. The Most High already know you. So that which has been is now. Just like you had people fishing back then, you got people fishing now. Just like you had people, having children. You have people eating, having. You had rulers back then. You got rulers now. Just like you have people that didn't want to listen to God back then, you got people that don't want to listen to God now. Just like you had wars back then, you got wars now. So it doesn't change, right? That's it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
There's nothing new under the sun, man. Even when you look at the walls of Egypt, on certain walls of Egypt, you see a damn helicopter.
Yeah.
You see a damn UFO.
Oh, you guys know about that.
Right, so even back then they had.
Yeah, that trips me out. That trips me out. I'm sorry, it trips me out.
You gotta understand, our forefathers.
What the hell is that?
5,000 years ago, they knew that we was gonna go into slavery. Just like 5,000 years ago, they knew now we'll have helicopters. They knew now we'll have cars.
Who was it that said the whole world will be connected like a spider web, and now we have cell phones? Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay,
well,
maybe
it says like Babylon.
that's a spider web, bruh. Like, you can connect instantaneously. Like, you know what trips me out is the fact that somebody back then, when they were living in huts, you know what I mean, with no real technology, could call the stuff that we're doing today.
Well, you gotta understand they were closer to God. They didn't have all these fake foods, all this medication, all these cell phone towers messing with their heads, all this radiation going on, messing with their mind. You know, these people in their right mind. So they don't have other things driving their mind away. Some people back then, they were so damn one-track minded. All they did was like, if you was a warrior and you did martial arts, you woke up.
I do martial arts.
You woke up. You went to work. Then you worked out. That was your whole day. We don't have people that discipline. We don't have people. Proverbs 28 and 28.
So question. Okay. So why does it matter? Why does it truly matter?
And forgiveness to the collision of
Proverbs 28 and 28.
By
Deuteronomy 28 28.
3:14.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
You see that? The Lord smite this man with madness.
And blindness.
And blindness.
And astonishment of heart.
Astonishment of heart. This man is just, he went crazy. What is he talking about? He don't even know. And what's that? That's a Bible.
That's why he's like saying half out in the street.
Man, y'all really know what?
Disposal.
You have a question, Caucasian. It's so thick, man. You can cut it with a knife nowadays, bro. It's so thick. I be walking around asking why y'all beat us so much like that with nuisance, bro. And it's 2020, and it ain't getting no better. See, Martin Luther King got kicked in the leg called, we need to have our own shit like the Indians in North Dakota and shit, so we can be free, man. Long as we over here, they choking us out, they killing us, and shooting us and shit. They look for a reason to kill us, bro. You know what I'm saying? But man, and I ask them all the time, and they claim they don't hate us. They hate us with cruel hatred. You see what I'm saying?
Just put it under the Bible.
The thing about it is,
Just put it under the Bible.
the thing about it is, bro, you know, I'm into Yehoshua. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not know Jesus, you know, and all that. And I don't got to a point, bro. I don't even pray no more.
You don't want to pray no more.
Man, it Muslims, Baptists, Methodists, and you know, coming up, man, I was into all this propaganda. You see what I'm saying? I don't even pray no more. I tell my old lady, I was baby.
So you gave up on the Most High?
I really do have a
I call him by his name.
You tried? Are you seeking him? You ain't give up on him.
I ain't gave up.
Okay, so how do you get back to the Most High?
Huh?
How you gonna get back to the Most High?
By studying His Word and doing what He say do.
Okay, so what does He say do?
He said that wait. Let me give you my take on it. It said, love thy enemies in the Bible.
You see that?
I love lion, tigers,
you see that?
and bears. Wait a minute. I love lion, tigers,
hold on, brother. Hold on,
but
brother.
I ain't trying to embrace them.
No, listen to what you're saying. Love your enemy while your enemy don't love you.
Right. And so that's just like laying down.
No, come on. Let's teach this brother some salvation. We're gonna teach you some salvation. Come on.
I'm so confused, man. But
That's why we're here. We're trying to clarify it for you.
I'm in limbo right now.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10.
You said, why do white people always hate you? Why do white men, you say they always talk to them, and you want to know why? They used to be killing us for no reason, but you ask them, do you hate me? And they say, no. Read this.
That's a lie.
Obadiah
That's
chapter
a
1
lie.
and verse 10.
That's a
For
lie.
thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Because their violence against us, keep going,
Shame shall cover thee,
shame shall cover them. Keep going.
and thou shalt be cut off forever.
They cut off forever. They can't even repent.
So it's written that
So that's why
they're going to be our enemies. It's written.
They're going to be our enemies.
Brought to America in ships and all that stuff, and you know what I'm saying? And I understand that. Hung out trees and all that stuff. You know, but man, my heart, I'm such a loving person. I used to be into counseling work. I used to be into counseling, helping people. You see what I'm saying? And when them devils come into my office, man, you know what I'm saying? I be like, I don't want to tell you no love. I don't want to show you no love, cause with your people, you know what I'm saying?
I know that
My heart is.
That's good. No. I'm glad you got the love of the Most High in you. But we're trying to put you on a straight path.
You all is the graphic. Y'all too stern. When I go to celebrate and praise God, I want it to be a point where all of us jumping up and down praising God for 2 hours and not down in the enemy. I want in the midst of our praises to Him. I want to come to a place where all the Hebrew Israelites is just praising Him. It's just praising with timbrels and harp. Praising with this. And then, like David did.
You gotta listen to the Father. You have to listen to the Father. We need you to listen to the Father. We're gonna teach you.
we don't do what we feel because our heart is desperately wicked, man. If you ask me,
I won't pray.
personally, if you ask me,
wherever
I
two
really
or
don't-
three
I
are
really don't
gathered
have
in my name under in the midst, and blessings come down.
Like
And
these
can you
white
imagine all of us getting together,
Like
thank
these
you, Lord,
Caucasians,
for 2 or
man.
3 hours? You know
I
what
really
I'm
don't
saying?
care, man.
Thank you.
I don't feel like I need to talk about what they're doing. I don't feel like I need to correct them. I really don't care. I really don't care at all. It's not even that I hate them. I really don't. Sometimes I'm cordial with them. I'm not trying to correct them. The Lord commanded me I have to get on them. I have to.
Well, what's my destiny?
I'm not trying to correct them.
What's my destiny?
I'm not trying to correct them. I want to know for me. I don't give a fuck about what they're doing.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21.
What's their soul? What the hell that
No
got to
hand
do
join
with
your
me?
hand. The wicked shall not be
I'm worried about
punished.
my
Even
soul.
if
I'm
we
worried about me.
hand join their
I'm worried
hand,
about
we all
my
do the
soul.
prayer dance.
I'm worried about
you know
my
how they
soul.
like
I
doing
know
those,
that there's more when you
prayer
die.
circles,
Put it
their
that
hands
way. That's
joined
all I'm
together.
saying. I know there's more than when you die. Okay, so
It's too much
with that
blood.
said,
Not only have
what
they
is
killed us, but they killing their own people. They
I
murdering
question,
their own.
I question
There's more
God.
when you die.
Why is it taking so long, man? I talk to God like I'm talking to you. Man, why is it taking so? What did we do? What did we do? You know what I'm saying? That it's 400 years plus now. You know what I'm saying? 400 years plus. And I'm asking the Almighty, you God, you want me to continue to just survive. I'm not living like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce and Jay-Z, they not even free. They not even free. Even the top officials that represent Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they sell out. We don't have nobody to lead us. We not no people. We don't have no land. Everybody got land. Haitians got Haiti. Cubans got Cuba. Japan got Japan. And we ain't got nothing. We don't have anything. We vagabonds. We vagabonds. And we don't have nothing. And in this God
Brother.
that I serve, I'm asking him and I question him sometimes. I like, man, why? With tears running out my mouth, why have you put me under subjection to this evildoer, this treacherous, this demon, you know, does my sin require this? I wouldn't wish the white man on nobody, on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish the white man on nobody.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
I know. Eat, drink, and be merry. Eat, drink, and be merry.
That's the whole duty of man. We gotta fear God, keep the commandments. We out here doing other stuff. We don't want to do what the Lord tells us. When we ask why, God, the Lord told us. He said, you don't listen, I'm going to let these other people deal with you. I don't have to protect you no more. We made a covenant, and you broke it.
He cruel.
Just like if you made a
Y'all
deal
listen
with your
to me.
parents,
This is the way I talk to God. This how I talk to God.
And then you broke that deal, do I have to, I'm supposed to keep the
God
deal,
is a God of war. God is a God of war. He stir up turmoil. God bring the Philistines against it.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Listen to this, brother. Well, they shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, if you don't listen to the Lord, the Lord just gonna keep forgiving us? No, keep going.
To observe to do all his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day.
He's commanded us today to keep the statutes, man. Like today is Sabbath. But look at our people. They breaking it by buying, selling. That's breaking the commandment in my face right now. I see that every day. It's not changing. I see it every day.
It's tradition. It's tradition, though, brother.
It's tradition of men.
Wait,
But look how 90% of us, only 10%, which consists of you all, the other 90% of us, man, is lost. We in these churches and we forgiving. Soon as somebody shoot the cops shoot our son or our brother, and we are forgiving. No, that's not the way. We're supposed to pick up arms and say, spare not the rod against your children. But now, Martin Luther King, he should have been more aggressive and said, we're going to pick up over in other countries, third world countries, they throw bottles.
Hold on, listen. Hold on, brother. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest in the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. So you got to understand, you have to hear and listen to what is being said and taught to you before you sit here and say, okay, yeah, this is that, and the third happened.
When you get discriminated upon, which you do, because you're black, and every black person gonna get discriminated. So your heart is pumping overtime. Our hearts, black people, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of going to dentists and they want me to sit in the back or they don't gave my reservations. Beyonce and Jay-Z, Oprah, all of us, man. It don't matter if you black, man. We gonna treat you as such, and you don't run nothing. You only rich, you're not wealthy. They are the wealthy. They are wealthy. They are the wealthy. The Bambino family and all these people, you know what I'm saying, bro? But my heart is to the point, man, where it's
Job
stone.
chapter 3 and verse 18. There the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor.
You see that? We rest together in this place. We all in this place together, locked up. We can't get up and leave and go back because they won't allow us. They won't give us the ships. They won't pay for our plane flights. They go back to Africa like these damn devils say.
They don't want us over there.
They don't want us to leave. But we all don't hear or see what the oppressor does. It's
And you
just
know what I
how
told
it
a
is.
fathead African, I beat him upside the head with his stick if he don't get out my
Our
face.
people don't.
You the
don't
one
see
sold
it.
me to this devil.
Our
You
people
the
don't-
one sold
our
me to
people
this
don't see
devil.
it, man.
You don't mingle
that's not
with
true.
me.
That's not
You
true.
don't mingle with us.
That ain't true, and I know
You do
that.
not mingle
I
with
know
us.
that ain't true.
You see the Mexicans out in the homeless population mingling. You see white
Said
people.
not the Negroes,
I'd rather
bruh.
deal
The
with a
Negroes
white
and
man
the
than
black
deal
people
with
are
an
two different
African.
things.
I would rather
Even
deal
I know
with
that.
a white man than deal with an African.
Oh, the
I
Negroes
would
and the blacks are
rather
two different
deal-
things.
No.
The Africans,
Africans can't tell
the
me shit.
Africans and the Negroes are
Africans
two
can't
different
tell
things,
me
bruh.
nothing.
Two
I'd
different
rather
people.
deal with a white man than an African.
They were two
I'd rather
different
deal with a
people.
white man than an African.
I'd rather
He my
separate
sworn
people.
enemy. And he my sworn
I'd rather
enemy.
separate, period.
Them
I wanna
people
deal
don't
with
want
none
us
of these
over there.
damn devils.
They don't want you over there.
People that
They
sold
tried
us
it.
were
Africans.
You remember when they tried to send us back to Africa with Marcus
We are
Garvey back
Israelites.
in the 30s and the 40s? You remember that?
Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Even
They
though
tried to
Israel is
send
on
us
the
back, they
same
said they don't want us.
tectonic plate as Africa, we are not.
I ain't from no Africa. Are you from
Deuteronomy
Africa?
chapter 28.
Are you from Africa?
47.
We would never. They keep calling us African Americans for a reason. They
Gladness of
want
heart,
to.
with the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
So that's our job.
So the
Our
suffering
people
gonna continue.
Our people's mind is destroyed. We gotta come to the understanding. It's the same thing. It's the milk. If we don't do what the Lord says, we just gonna take that. We're gonna be on punishment.
So it literally long suffering. When the Bible said long suffering, I can't expect you to be happy and jumping up and down with great joy because you've been overcome. What we shall overcome. I don't fuck that song. You know what I'm saying? You are not free. You cannot rejoice right now. They can go to Disneyland, they can go to Europe, they can go wherever. But we are oppressed people, and nobody will buy us. That's what the Bible says. And nobody gonna take care of us. Until he come back, we gonna be the slaughter.
That's what I was told.
We are the slaughter. We are the hind.
Get your precept.
We are the hind right now. It said we gonna come to the front.
So how do we do that?
Wait till he come back.
No. In Deuteronomy 28.
It ain't our doing. Ain't nothing you and me can say that gonna bring us to the front until his time.
That's why you're not reading your Bible. I was about to tell you gotta listen.
Okay.
I thought we were free as long as we had a personal relationship.
You want to
with the Father.
get
like a real personal relationship.
Luke chapter
It has
18.
nothing to do with nobody else.
Verse 7.
You and him.
And shall not God avenge his
Nobody
own
else can
elect,
get you salvation.
which cry day and night unto him? Thou he bear along with them. So you ask him, God will save us? Basically what you saying, God will save us, even though we crying out to him, suffering, long suffering? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
You got faith?
And the elect of the children of
Are you keeping the commandments?
I know about the elect. Yeah, I know that.
So he asking you a question. I'm going to save you speedily. I'm going to do that. I'm bearing and suffering as well. But will I find faith?
What one thing in your daily life, that you would like to eliminate and have the Most High, you know what I'm saying, change in your life, you know what I'm saying? Be it the white man hating on you or government, taxes or whatever, you know, it's something because we got to live, you know what I'm saying, according to our enemy. This is what I'm getting to. Yes, we have
We gotta live like what?
You gotta pay your taxes according to our enemy standards.
We're supposed to live to our enemies.
It's a thing called status quo.
What does that have to do with you putting fringes?
I don't even know how to say it.
Huh?
What does that have to do with you putting fringes on? You paying taxes?
How do you say his name?
What does that have to do with you reading the book? That doesn't keep you from reading the book.
But when do we praise him?
Whenever you decide to praise him. That's you. That's your decision. And when he says, look, the reason
You
why
spending
we're
so
still...
much time fighting the enemy.
Okay, so
What white person up here?
The very first
Huh?
What white person is up here?
He's every day.
The devil
on
is
the
not
job,
up
on
here.
the job.
I don't worry
Add
about
the
the
letter
devil.
J in it because
Me
the J is
worrying
only
about
600
white
years
people
old.
is
Everybody
not
knows
going to
that,
wake
right?
up the Negroes.
It
I don't
had
go
the-
to the
you know how
suburbs
Jesus'
where
name
white
was
people
spelled?
at. I'm here in the damn ghetto.
It was spelled
We at 5 points. That's our job.
S-U-S.
Give me, what you got? Give me Ezekiel 3:18. Our job is to wake up our people. If I sit here and talk about how the white man's the
Trying to handle one
all
of them.
damn day, guess what? I'm not going to wake nobody up. Because me saying, look, the devil,
That's not really what's
and what
important.
the devil's doing, and we gotta pay taxes. Damn, I gotta go to my job. That's
But
a
okay,
punishment from God.
I'm gonna bring it home to you. I'm gonna be congenial with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come together with you. You know what? Because we
Yeah, but I don't know how
black
to
people,
pronounce it. But that was how it's spelled. There was
Don't
no
wanna keep
letter
the
J in the
commandments of
whole
God.
Bible.
We
I
don't-
read
we
the
don't-
damn thing.
we don't
There was
have that
not a letter
unity.
J in the whole Bible.
see, it's something lacking. That's what I'm trying to get
The
to.
commandments,
It's
that's
something
what's
lacking. So 90% of us gonna burn in hell.
If they
I'm
don't
trying to
keep the
figure out
commandments,
why that
the commandments
matters.
is what's lacking.
I'm trying to figure out why that
144,000.
What does that matter
Right,
to me?
right.
What does that do for my
It's
life?
33, which is 44% of us, right, is going to make it. That's it. 44% of all of us is going to make it. 66% ain't going to make it.
So who our slaves gonna be?
Whoever the Lord allowed to live.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm trying to figure out
If
what.
they gonna be up there ruling stuff,
Why?
if they gonna be up there running stuff, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't want to go.
Ain't no damn devil
If
going
they gonna be up there running stuff, I'm through, man. I'm through with them. Leave me down here, just leave me in the grave. I don't want to go if they
No,
come.
get that first.
I want them to wash my feet.
Bring that out.
I want them to, I'm gonna say, get your ass over
Ezekiel,
there. Kick him in his
chapter
ass.
That sounds
Three,
more
you
like
did
verse
me.
that sounds
17.
more like a.
Because God got a cruel side.
Son of man,
God is a
I have
God.
made thee a
Yes, God got a
watchman
cruel
unto
side.
the house of
His
Israel.
wrath.
You
Therefore,
honestly
hear
better
the
stop
word of my
disrespecting the
mouth,
Most High on the
and
Sabbath.
give them warning from me.
So we gotta get warning for our people, man. For us, mainly, right? See, now he's gone. You just coming to rant, man. He's not trying to listen. Just going over and over again. We do this all the time, like the same thing. It all comes to the commandments. Keep going.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
The wicked is those that are going to die. What's the transgression? What is sin? The transgression of the law.
I don't know. That's the translation right there.
God.
Stop it,
man.
bro. Stop it, bro.
What man took your clothes? Did a man steal your garment? Did a man steal your clothes, man?
See, hanging out with the damn white ones.
And you the damn devil. Did your people murder people in New Zealand? The hell you talking about?
You be 35 with 4 kids and still miserable.
Keep going.
I'm just saying.
Thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
That's our job, man.
For his blood will I require at thine hand.
That's our job the whole time, is just to wake these people up. Because, hey, even if they die because they don't want to listen to the Bible, whether they hear for bear,
But what about the
still
book?
wake them up, man.
What about the book of Jeremiah? Talk about what he gonna do to these wicked pastors and preachers that leading the flock astray. They're gonna be destroyed. The book of Jeremiah, right?
You know what else they taught? Is when they interrupt people and you talk over people when brothers are trying to teach teaching. These are ethics that the brothers have been taught from white men to disrespect our brothers when they're talking and teaching. Say, excuse me. Say, Salakia. Say, hey, I got something I want to say. That's out of respect to sit here and keep a conversation, keeping it at a level head. So when you keep talking over them while he's trying to teach, that kind of messes it up.
That's being assertive.
Okay, so I appreciate it if you give him his chance to speak, and then we get you a chance to speak.
Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and verse 8. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
These brothers talk some real shit out here, whether y'all know it or not.
You gotta keep
They're not listening to what y'all saying. They don't want to hear the truth.
Some people don't
Y'all
understand
brothers
that
going
they
down
do
through
evil.
there, man. You feel me?
He taking away from the
They
word.
ain't bringing revelation to the light.
It's times where he want to give you the understanding,
What's going on?
but if you just keep blurting out, and this and that, you're not absorbing what you're telling them. The whole time I'm telling them, when we go get out of here, when we go leave, you keep the commandments. It's up to you. It's you. He said, well, what's keeping me from doing it? You. It's you that's keeping you from keeping the commandments. It's you.
Yeah, you're right about that. I've been struggling with that, my damn selling on the Sabbath. I've been struggling with that.
That's real, man.
Friday night to Saturday.
I've been convicted about that.
Friday
I
night
needed
to
someone to tell me that, man.
Saturday.
For real. I need someone to really tell me that. Because I've been struggling with that. On and off. On and off. Vice Saturday. On and off with Vice Sunday. Right? And I know, like, God forgives, but He's also says, like, look, at some point, you gotta just, bruh, like, you gotta man up. You can't just keep going with it.
Second Ezra 8 and 13.
Yeah, I really get that.
You're saying there's no buying or selling.
The Sabbath, there's no buying or selling. You know what that is?
I think that's Nehemiah 10:31. When's the Sabbath? You said when's the Sabbath actually start?
The Sabbath starts Friday sundown and Saturday sundown.
So what is it now? Saturday, right?
It's Saturday because the first
It's no longer Friday, right?
it was never.
What?
It was never Friday.
What was it?
Okay, all right.
It's always been Saturday.
I just thought it was Saturday.
Now you don't know.
I know it's Saturday.
What's the
Let him go.
What's the first day of the week?
Is when you wake up in the morning.
According to-
12 o'clock.
According to this,
the next
it's
day.
Monday. Monday's the first day of the week. Sunday.
Sunday, thank you, man.
I thought Sunday was the first
Sunday's
day.
the first day of the week.
You
Saturday.
know what
is
Sunday
last.
symbolizes?
Sabbath is the Sabbath.
Sunday. You know what Monday symbolizes? Moon Day. You know what Friday symbolizes? Friday. That's Black Friday. They fried niggas on Friday. That's why they call it Black Friday. They fried our people on Fridays, man. I know about my history too, man. Y'all talk some good shit, man. I ain't never heard you come by none on the day.
But when you deal with the Sabbath,
If you can buy on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, why can't buy on Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
you can't buy on Saturday.
Why?
Saturday is the Sabbath. It's the seventh day, right?
Everybody don't believe it. The Muslims say Friday is the Sabbath.
Well, do the Muslims
Jehovah's
believe-
Witnesses say that Saturday is the Sabbath. And the
Jehovah's
Christians say
Witnesses-
it's Sunday. So which one?
I don't even know if this girl
How you gonna know?
All
that?
Christians say it's Sunday.
about the fact that there's a
But
possibility.
we just going by the first day of the week.
Possibility is there. What in the world? Oh my God. Oh my God.
They're crazy.
Possibility is
Nehemiah.
there.
Let me bring it up.
Yeah. So
Nehemiah
we go by the first day of the week. The Lord said the seventh day. And that's just easy. The seventh day is Saturday. I mean, it's not hard. So we just doing it by it's Saturday. So Saturday is just a Sabbath, right? Keep going.
I gotta come back and listen to y'all. I gotta take a piss right.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we would leave the seventh year in the exaction of every debt.
So no buying and selling from Saturday at all. Actually, get Exodus 8.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? It's kind of what you.
Exodus chapter 8 and verse 13. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. It's Exodus.
I was really
You might
joking.
want,
That was a joke. Just go.
might want 32.
You notice the wind is downstream. I came from that direction. It's no sarcasm. But I really just want to understand why does it matter that God looks like this and not because I had this argument with people so many times. They said, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Exodus 16 to 23.
Why does it matter? This is what he looks like.
Yeah, keep going. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor.
Now 6 days shall thou labor. Let you know, 6 days shall you labor. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Keep going.
And do all thy work.
All your work. You do that those 6 days. Keep going.
But the seventh day,
Which is Saturday. Keep going.
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
It's the Sabbath of your house. Keep going.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Not even the people that's with you, not even the other nations with you supposed to work that day. So that's a very important day, the day of rest. You gotta keep that day. Them in there lying, eating, gorging on pig fat and lard, they offend the Sabbath, they break it. So they transgression within our face, man, every day. You see this every day, they breaking the Lord's day. Every Saturday they're not keeping it. They actually take this day to go off and set it off their own day because the weekday I can't do that. So I'm gonna do what I want to do on Saturday and Sunday.
And that's set up by the way.
And that's set up by the damn devil, man.
They want to give you a check on Friday night and you go out
And you waste all your money and you profane the Sabbath. You gotta be wary of these things. Yeah. Bring that out, 16 and 23.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23.
Right?
He said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So he said tomorrow, the next day, tomorrow is the rest of the day, Friday, right? Tomorrow is it's actually Saturday. Let's say it's Friday, right? Keep going, right?
Unto the Lord Yahweh, bake that which ye will bake today, and seek ye that ye will seek, and that which remaineth will lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So he said, look, before Saturday, you're going to make all your food, make all the food you're going to eat tomorrow, and leave it for tomorrow. Don't bake, don't work, none of that on my day. Keep going. That's it.
And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein.
You see that? Even when we didn't have the means to preserve, like back then a preservative was salt. But even if we didn't have the means to preserve, the Most High had it that our food was protected. Our food didn't get defiled with diseases or bugs would go and lay eggs or whatever. The Most High protected our food because what we did what He asked. We did what the Most High asked. That's all it takes. If we did the things the Lord asked, He'll look out for us. But we don't want to do that. We want to be brothers crying and crying and whining about how the white man is treating me on my job.
Yeah, I'm not even with that, man.
But that's a punishment from God because you're not keeping the commandments.
Yeah, I already know I'm being punished by God because I'm...
Right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna get it. But yeah, I dig it.
And Moses said,
I'm trying to figure out how to
eat
get
that
out of
today, for today is a Sabbath unto the Lord. Today ye shall not find in it. Like, today ye shall not find it in the field. 6 days ye shall gather it. But on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there should be none.
Kind. So you gotta understand. That's one of the most holiest days. It's the Sabbath. We start keeping the Sabbath. Feel different. Give me Isaiah 40 and 3.
No, it's a real man. I think out of all the religious material, because I've done a lot of research. And I ain't said nothing yet. I just been listening to y'all and just asking questions. I did a lot of research. I done been all over the place. Metaphysicism and all kinds of stuff, man. Like, you wouldn't even believe half the stuff that I could talk about for real. And honestly, I think y'all are closer to the truth than any other place I've ever been. when it comes to like literally understanding who the Father is, bro. What creation is, period. We ain't even talking, let's not even talk about that. Just talk about creation. I study physics. I'm a software engineer. Just so y'all know, I write computer code.
It's kind of interesting.
I can, that's what I do. Like, I make video games and all kinds of physics. I know about physics. I know all that stuff, bro. Like, I've done physics and everything. Like, I'm not a physicist, but I know the concepts way more than the average person. I've been there. Like, I study all the different religions from like, name it. I've looked at it. You know, they got all this metaphysical stuff going on, the tree of life, and like I don't want to get too crazy, but because I just want to make a general statement.
Recently,
but honestly, all that I think y'all right.
Church of Scientology.
Scientology, I've been there too. Scientology, I've been there too. Like, I honestly think y'all right. Honestly, because y'all the only ones out of everybody, y'all the only ones that, like, even evangelicals, bro, like
That's just
y'all the only ones that literally stick to the Bible for tea. There's no. I feel like this about this passage. No, this is what this passage says.
That's what it says.
Well, I feel like this about what this passage. No, this is what this passage says. Like, this ain't. There's no. I feel like it. This is what it says, bro. Like, that's literally what. Like, what else you want to tell you, bro? Like, it says that.
Hey, brother.
And that's literally why I fuck with y'all.
Brother.
Sorry about my language. I'm still a little vulgar. But that's literally why I be stopping and listening to y'all. Because I got tired. I left the church for a reason. I got tired of that crap, bro. I was like, yo, bro, like, okay, this and that. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it.
Excuse me. What's the truth? You say we have the truth. What is it?
I really don't know. I just said I feel like y'all are closer to the truth.
That's the spirit.
Than all the other people I've been listening to all my life. Because on some real stuff, y'all the only ones that literally read the Bible and say this is what it says.
So we're gonna
not what I feel like, not what I want to interpret it as. This is literally what it says, word for word. Period. That's it. Y'all the only people I ever heard that say the Bible word for word. That's literally it. It just stopped. You stop after that.
We're gonna edify you, let you know what the truth is, all right?
We're gonna keep doing it.
All right, so you said a lot, bro. You know a lot. You learned a lot. You said a lot of stuff. Second Timothy chapter 3. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. So we've been ever learning, whether we've been into Scientology, physics, all those things. We have to come to the knowledge of the truth. We have to pick it up. We can show you what the truth is. We can show you who you are or how everything connects.
Psalm 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So you gotta start keeping the law. That's the truth. That's the truth. It's not a coincidence that you're saying all you're saying that we have the truth, or that we only speak from the Bible, which is the truth. But you gotta start keeping the law. That's the truth.
Come. That's the only way. Isaiah 44.
Honestly, I feel it in my heart.
John
I've been
14,
convicted for
verse
that for a
6.
while,
Like,
man.
Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto me. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So Yahweh.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Prophet,
I'm stuck right there. I need to know what that means. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 15.
Excited about
For
it.
he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
No, jump up.
Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there righteousness with God? God forbid. Slacky, I think I go there.
Who is Christ?
Who
Is he God or is he the Son of God? Who is he? I am stuck right there. Who is he? Okay, so is he God or is he the Son of God?
He's the Son of God.
Okay, so if he's the Son of God, then
His purpose. You want to know what his purpose is?
No, I know what his purpose was. My question is, okay, why is it the Christian church treat him like he's God? We praise him. It almost feels like an idol to me. Like if he's the son of, he's either the son of God, the Lamb, or he's God. What is it like? What?
We're gonna show you. Romans 11 and 7.
You can't be both.
Hebrews chapter 9.
Then again, I'm fine. So I might not really understand it.
11 and 7.
Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 14. How much more shall the blood of Hamashiach, who is Christ, who through the...
Hop up.
Verse 13. For if the blood of bulls and goats and the ashes of a heifer, sprinkling the unclean, sanctified to purifying of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God?
I have no idea what that
means. That's Hebrews 9 and 15.
30. Slaki, that's 30.
Give me 50.
Verse 15, Slaki. Hebrews 9 and 15. And for this cause, he is the mediator of the New Testament.
Now, see, he's the mediator of the New Testament. Keep going.
That by means of death, for the redemption of the transgressions.
Now, he died for our redemption because we transgressed. Keep going.
That were under the first testament.
That was under the first testament. Keep going.
They which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance.
So he died, he's the mediator, and he died so you can receive the promises of eternal inheritance. That's who he is.
Okay, so he's not actually God himself.
He's not actually God. Corinthians 13.
So I'm so like that's driving me nuts. I go into church and they keep praising Jesus like it's God, and they never talk about the Father. All they talk about is Jesus. But I understand. Okay, cool. I like the man too. I'm cool with him. I praise him too. But like he's our Savior. But when does the Father get our praise?
They don't have
if we only praise
they have no understanding. They don't know the Bible. So that's just how they're taught.
So am I wrong or like I'm just this is literally a question kinda in a it's really
Those are what you call false prophets and false teachers.
Talking a lot.
They're out there to deceive the children of Israel and the other nations. That's what they're doing.
Some of our people are just not going to get it.
They're just not gonna get it.
Bring that up.
Like I'm
Romans
curious,
chapter,
like
I'm gonna show you. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every.
Hold on, before I get that, give me 11. Give me 11. Romans 11. It'll help. Romans 11 and 7. Right now. No, you hold Corinthians. You get Romans 11 and 7. You hold Corinthians. You get Romans 11.
Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for?
See, our people, they're in church. How they're trying to see God is to go into the churches. They're going into the churches and trying to get an understanding of God. They're trying to seek what they're looking for. What they're looking for is a personal relationship with God.
But the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Everyone else is blinded. They're not going to see. Even if I pull a scripture out and it shows, there's many scriptures where Christ said, nobody, don't call no man your master but one above, because even he is my master. There'll be times when Christ said, he got mad at his mother Mary. He said, don't call me, she called him rabbi, which means master. He said, don't call me rabbi because I haven't ascended to my Father yet. So why does this keep being said? But they're blinded, like Romans 11 and 7 said. They're just not going to see. Only the election, us, is going to get the understanding. So we got to tell them whether they hear or forbear. It's vexing sometimes, and you tell it just like that, brother. I just kept telling them, it's the commandments. It's the commandments. It's the commandments. But I don't know. I don't know. He's just blinded. It doesn't matter how hard I try or how many scriptures I pull, he's not going to get it.
Like that.
Oh, get a precept.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. So it said the elect are going to get it. They're going to get the truth, and the rest are blinded. They blinded by it. So it's going to tell you what they blinded by. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, and whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. So
I don't want to fall into that category.
Yeah. So that's what we up here for.
I don't want to fall into that. I heard that loud and clear. I heard that one loud and clear.
So yeah, a lot of our people, they just
They blinded. The God of this world is the spiritual demon Satan manifested into the so-called white. They out there pushing all types of doctrines.
They got homosexuals being pastors in the church. It's just straight the hell off.
Women ruling over men.
And these are the people that they're looking to for an understanding of God. So clearly they're brainwashed. And sometimes you can't wake them up. Like we just gotta wake up who we can wake up. I can't really hold myself back. Shalom.
Ladies,
y'all look very nice. Y'all look even more beautiful if you dress more modest.
I am.
You gotta have a dress on.
Your dress is beautiful with a dress.
Yes.
Yes.
Godly. Modest. They don't know what modest is.
I gotta admit,
She think a dress that we're talking about is skin tight with her ass out. That's the dress that she's dressed is modest.
Eve killed me sometimes. But give him what he wants.
Good Lord, she was gorgeous. Bruh. You can't hell you don't even see that, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You had a question about...
I've been doing a good job so far, like ignoring that, but damn.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Right? So when people read that, see, Christ is God. Keep going.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. I should have had them come over and listen to that. Keep going.
And the head of Christ is God.
That's it. So if God is the over Christ, if God is the leader of Christ, then how is Christ God?
That's what I've been asking. Oh, that's what I've been asking. I've been asking that. I don't understand.
And you,
no, I do understand now.
This is no disrespect to you, but you asking the wrong people.
Yeah, you're right. I got you right about that. What verse was that? What verse was that you just read?
1 Corinthians 11 and 3.
1 Corinthians.
Yeah, when you see, that's how.
This isn't right in the Bible. Oh man, that's crazy, man. I've been in the church for so long and no one's ever said that. It always drove me nuts. Like, why is everyone praising Christ like he's God? Okay, I understand he's our salvation, but at the same time, even Christ prayed to God.
Brother, you know why they don't understand or why they not teaching you this now? Do you know why they not teaching you this in church?
No, I don't.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? So Christ's disciple asking Christ, why you always speaking in parables? Why you talking in slang? You know what I'm saying? Why you got that fluid?
Yeah.
And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So these same pastors that's teaching, leading our people wrong, they don't have the understanding. They don't know these mysteries. It's not given to them because they're not following the truth, right? Okay. That's why, because they don't have the truth.
Okay.
The truth, they don't understand this stuff.
Okay, so that's why they doing what they doing.
That's right.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
You understand what a parable is?
After you explained it, that makes sense. Parable,
like a slang.
No.
It's like
a parable. Okay, my understanding of a parable, it's like, okay, you said slang, but my understanding of a parable is almost like
scripture where it says
it's like, oh damn it, I'm sorry. I know it's not a poem, but it's like when you say something, man, I don't even know how to explain it. I get what a parable is. It's almost like explaining something in a poetic way.
Yeah, I'll give you a different understanding, right? You know, Christ said, like, okay, eat of this bread, drink of this wine, right? And he says, my blood is the wine and my flesh is the bread. That's just a parable, right? So he's just saying, like, if you eat of him,
It's symbolic.
Yeah,
It's
if you
symbolic.
learn
It's
of
a
him,
symbolic expression.
or you consume the things of him, you'll be just like him. You'll be holy. You'll be different, right? You'll be fed.
Yeah.
So that's not really talking about eating Christ and drinking his blood, right? So that's what you'll call a parable.
Okay, so that the whole drinking the blood thing, that kind of trips me out. That almost sounds not normal.
Like cannibalism. But
Yeah,
it's
it
just
sounds
saying,
like cannibalism to me.
But it's just saying, you know how you
sorry, I'm a gearhead, bro. I look at cars more than I look at women sometimes. Yeah, maybe no. They're like equal. Sorry.
But when you eat something, you're nourished by it. When you drink water, you're nourished by it. So he's just saying, like, that's why Christ said, look, men aren't men don't live by bread alone, but by every word that's in this book.
Yeah,
Basically saying you gotta live by me. Because for us to live, we gotta eat and drink. So basically he's our food and our water. Without him, we'll wither and die. That's his whole understanding. That's what the parable is. Right? Yeah, we need what you said.
Okay.
So put it to you like this, in layman's terms.
Bear with them.
You committed a crime, right? And you in court, and the judge is about to nail the hammer down, right? But then somebody stands up and go, you know what? I'll take over. I'll bear the punishment for him. That's what Christ did. And the purpose of Christ was he came to, like, you got a whole sheet of sins. The Most High, he like, oh, he did this, he did that. And Christ, he was like, all right, I'll bear those consequences for him. I'll bear those sins for him. And they nailed him to the cross, and now you got a clean slate now. So that's
yeah, you know how your brother, like, let's say, I don't know if you ever had
That kind of hit me because honestly, on some real shit, I actually did that once in my life. I took the rap from my little brother.
Yeah, hey, you see, like I'm
took the rap from my little brother. I got a felony on my record right now because of it.
Yeah, I'm the youngest brother because, you know, I did something wrong. I broke a piece of glass, and my brother's like, I got you. I'm gonna say I broke it. And he took the flak. That's basically what Christ did. So basically, he taking a flak. We're not getting punished like we're supposed to be because he took the affliction.
Yeah, he was mad as he was so mad at me for doing it. I'll never forget that. He was so mad at me. He was ready to beat me up because I did it. And I was like, look, man, nah, Cause I already had such a bad rap sheet. You know, and I'm like, look, man, you got a clean rap. You're gonna keep your rap clean, bro. You're gonna finish your schooling. And it's crazy because he did. He ended up finishing schooling and getting the HVAC certification and some extra stuff. And he's doing great right now. He's prosperous. You know what I mean? And I'm messed up with the game. And I did that because I love him. I did it because I love him. You know what I mean? I love him. I love all my siblings. I got 5 of them. One died, you know.
God is against homosexuality. You gotta repent. Look at it, he's smiling. All right, when you get destroyed, you end up in a FEMA camp about to get beheaded.
We ain't even gonna do it. Get this group. Jake.
Oh, they stopped. Oh, they stopped. Oh, they stopped.
The Most High is against homosexuality according to the Bible.
And bring this up.
They stopped.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 2.
They ain't ready for
Bear
that.
ye one
They
another's
ain't ready for
burden,
that.
and so fulfill the law of
They're not
Christ.
ready for
Now you see that bear ye one another's burden. That fulfills the law of
They
Christ.
ain't ready for that.
What I want, bear with them that
They ain't ready for that.
talk about.
I got repent or die.
They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that.
Wow.
Oh, he's not. No, he's not ready. Oh, he's not ready.
Wow.
He's not ready. After seeing that,
They ain't gotta do shit for niggas like that, man. They just go to jail. They go right back to jail. Let them go back to jail.
that kind of messes me up.
But hey,
Hey, every
it's
idle
getting
word,
late,
man.
right? It's
Every
getting
idle
late.
word that lets y'all speak shall be given account thereof in the day of judgment, man. So the Most High gonna make you remember that right there.
Yeah,
You remember when you started twerking in front of the men of the Lord?
Yeah, God is not mocked.
You know what I'm
God is
saying?
not mocked, man. That's
You know what I'm
wicked.
saying?
Don't
Whatsoever
say
a man
type
soweth,
of
that shall
man.
he also reap.
Our women want
That
them
man is
to
a hard
defend
man
you.
right now, man.
You think that man's going to defend a black woman or a Negro woman, you know, with his life?
They did.
That nigga go duck in and hide before she do.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know,
He
I
more
wanted
feminine
to-
than she is. Like, that's the
wanted to on the Mexicans and why the Mexicans were Israelites, we got cut short. But I'm gonna finish with this last scripture.
All right, cool. All right. Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Bear ye one another's burdens. And so
Oh no, that's not what I want. It's like, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, bear with them that come preaching another Christ, right? To let you know, other people have different misconceptions about Christ and his blood. I forgot what precept that is. I think it's the 2 Peter. But you're gonna have people that have a different idea of Christ. Some people think that Christ is all love and forgiveness. Some people think that Christ came for everybody. But when you go in this Bible, that's not what he's talking about. That's what Christ said. Unless you see that, believe on me, as the scripture said, right? So we gotta believe Christ as the scripture said. Christ told you straight up, I ain't come to bring peace. I came to bring a sword.
slain of the Lord shall be right there. I've heard that.
Yeah, and Revelations 18 or Revelations 22, it says that when he come back, his garment gonna be covered in blood. That's how many people he's gonna kill. So I was a man that's loving and all forgiving. That was his first job. His first job was to come and give repentance. But now, after our repentance is up and our chance to get it right is up, he got to come and deal that destruction. He got to come and punish us because of him. He went and died for us. So now that he took on our sins, the Most High gave him the ability to come and punish us.
I gotta get this shit right, bro. I gotta figure this out.
Do you know what's your nationality? You know your nationality, brother?
To be honest, I really don't understand what my nationality would be. I'm starting to believe it's Judah. I'm starting to believe that because I see, to be honest, I seen you guys a few years ago. That's when I first learned about the Hebrew Israelites. Probably about 5 years ago on the internet. It was on YouTube. So I was looking at the information and I was like, okay, I don't know about this. I started looking it up. And as I started looking up the information that you were talking about, and actually, because a lot of people don't do the research. You know, I did the research and was like, oh, okay, there might be something to this. And I kept doing the research. And that's literally the only reason I'm standing here right now. Because I did the research and was like, okay, these guys are talking.
Yeah, we out here preaching. We came out here, man. We looked in and out to see. We went, asked questions. People can't answer questions. So,
did that bother you as much as it bothered me?
No, I'm like heat right now because I
But it bothered you too, right? I was like,
Ecclesiastes 12:13. It's very important that you know you Judah. You're Israel. That's going to follow you. That's how you get to understand it. That's who we are.
That's a part of the reason why one of the first things I asked you was, can I marry a Mexican girl? Because honestly, I'm in love with a Mexican girl.
You can.
And I was like,
when you get to understand it,
I was just,
Mexicans are really just, blacks and Mexicans, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are really just the same damn people. You get to understand it. Like down here in, I got a lot of Native American ancestors, but I'm just Negro, right? I just look like a regular Negro. You got people that, I got family members that are Hispanic, but I'm a Negro, right? So it'd be like, all your family just gotta be black, but that's not true. So we all are just like the same people. And you know, if you come tomorrow at 5 points, we have 5 Points Martyr Station at 3 p.m. Man, I'll give you the breakdown of why Mexicans, or if I'm teaching on the call, hopefully you took a picture of that. If I'm teaching on the call, that's something I wanted to get into. Why Northern Kingdom is the Mexicans, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans. Right, so that's what we need to break down. With that, we're going to close it out and we're going to prepare for tomorrow.
I gotta go anyway.
Revelations chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are
written therein. So we got to keep the things that are written therein. We got to have our fringes. We got to keep the Sabbath. We got to love our brother. We got to come out and bring 18, come in and tell our people.
What's with the fringes? What's with the fringes?
When the time is at hand,
I don't understand the fringes.
It's a commandment. Now, if you got some fringes on, like once you start getting more understanding and being around us,
you're supposed to have fringes on your garments.
Yes.
just like you're supposed to eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster,
yeah. Yeah, that's Leviticus 11.
But you're allowed to eat fish though, right?
You can eat fish, you gotta have fins and scales.
Yeah.
Fins and scales.
Eat bass.
You can eat
But
salmon.
so shrimp don't have scales?
No.
We don't have fins
They
and
don't got
scales.
fins.
A lot of people.
But you gotta peel them.
Yeah, but it don't have fins.
They don't have fins.
Oh.
Crabs don't have fins. Oysters, shellfish, all those type of crawfish.
That's kind of weird.
Numbers chapter 15 to 38. This is the last one there. This is the fringes we don't close out. Speak unto the children of Israel, the Israelites, speaking to you, and bid them, make them that they put fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. That's what brothers got ribbons of blue on their clothes.
Yeah.
And it shall be upon you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them, that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you use the Lord whore.
So it's just for you to remind yourself to keep the commandments.
I see.
You look down and like,
I see them. Okay.
oh yeah, I gotta keep those commandments. I can't be doing it.
Yeah, because Jacob forget.
Yeah, we forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah,
When you
we
look
do.
down, you're like, oh,
I'm not gonna lie, yeah,
I
we
can't be doing that.
I forget all the time.
Oh, you see another brother with fringes, you definitely not gonna go on.
Yeah.
I just saw it.
You know what's funny? Every time I see a dude with fringes, I'm like, oh, you Hebrews? Like, I get it. Wait, like, I got corrected once, and he was like, look, he's like, what did he say to me? He said something that put me in my place. I asked him if he was Hebrew Israelite. He said he didn't say a denomination. He said it's not a club. Cause I was like, oh, you a part of the Hebrew Israelites or some shit like.
Because you're an
what I
Israelite.
said was, he was like, look, this is not a club or something like that. He just put me in my place with it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because
This was I was at
because you're Israelite.
a staffing agency.
Yeah.
That's where we were working. And whatever. Long story short, I don't even remember.
Yeah, we're not.
But I get you though.
So you understand why it's important to use the true name?
No, like
I think we went over that.
yeah, we did. I'm at the point where it's all right. So it really just means that like.
Let the Most High talk, all right?
Joel chapter 2, verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord Yahweh has said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call.
So only those that call on the true name, Yahweh, those will be the ones that get saved. It will only be a remnant. The majority of people, they say Jesus, Jehovah, that's not his name. That's the majority of people. That's not his name. He's only a remnant that don't know his name and call him.
Only a remnant, yeah. So only a few of us call him.
Okay.
So that's why it's important. You want to be a part of that remnant that get it.
Yeah, because I had this conversation with people before. It's like, okay, you keep calling him Jesus, but wait, that's like you calling me John when my name is Antoine, bro. Like I wouldn't even listen to you if I was walking down the street and you'd be like, hey John, I would literally just keep walking. Like
yeah, so you call him a different name.
Like, you're not talking to me. Okay, but if you said Antoine, then I would stop and be like, oh, hey, okay, who's calling me? You know? I would look around, who's calling me?
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
This is the whole point that we come out here every day, every Shabbat, every pre-Shabbat. So we get in the Shabbat, we come out here late at what you would call Friday night, early Shabbat, or early Shabbat. We come out here to tell our people, do one thing. They feel like they got other purposes, but it's only one purpose. It's the only one thing that's gonna get us out of here. You wanna come together, it's just one thing you gotta do. You wanna be delivered by God, it's the only thing, Yahweh is the only thing, one thing you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
Bring this out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter. This is just the whole point. This is the thesis, right? This is the theme of the whole story, right?
Okay.
Fear God and keep His commandments.
Fear God and keep His commandments. If you don't do that, you don't get the whole point of the story. Wow. That's it.
That's where I'm at. That's
For this is the
where
whole
I'm
duty
at.
of man.
That's your whole duty. Your whole duty is not to be a damn astronaut and go to the moon.
Even though I really want to. I always
Your whole
want.
duty is not to be
Sorry,
an ultra super thug.
Child, I don't want
Your whole duty is not to be rich like the Kashi 6ix9ine. It's to what? Fear the Lord.
rich. I just want to go to the moon.
And with that, you know, thank you, brothers and sisters, for listening and enduring through this teaching, man. You got crazy people, bugged out people coming, taking out from the word. I just want to, you know, your brother A and you. I want to get straight to the word and read the Bible and get the commandments, man. I want to get to these scriptures. I really wanted to go into Isaiah and break that down. I might do that later on. But it's always good. Every encounter is a great encounter when it comes to the Lord. And with that, in the Hebrew tongue,
I appreciate it.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, and Kumya Shalom.
Kumya Shalom.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all, man. I thank you for entertaining me like y'all did. I really do. Like, for real. I really appreciate you.
We want to say entertain. We want to say edify.
Edify.
I appreciate that. Oh, we got one more precept, but this off.
I really appreciate that.
This Psalm chapter 9 and 9. It says the Lord will also, the Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed. We are the oppressed, the children of Israel.
What's going on?
Wow, look at